Hello, hello! Are we live? How you guys doing? I actually took that photo last night. Like, I was just making the thumbnail for this, and I realized, oh my god, this stream is not ready. My ass forgot again. I mean, at least I actually remember. Let me just turn the music down, it's a bit loud. At least I actually remembered that this stream is happening now. I mean, it's only been delayed by less than a week. It's only been delayed 5 days. And I think it needed it, because I actually got more questions on the Slido in that time. And there aren't many questions in total at all. I imagine a lot of questions from the stream are going to be the majority are going to be from chat spontaneously. But also, at this point, are there many questions left to ask that I haven't already answered in the previous Q&As? Because sure, not many people go back and watch. Sure, my channel is not growing that much. But even without these things considered, it's like, I only do these very infrequently, and still, I think there have been some repeats across the Q&As. And I do want to talk about the history of the Q&As on this channel. That's something I want to bring up. And one of the questions I do want to answer, even if it's not asked, unprompted, but yeah. This was going to be the last stream of February. The last stream of February ended up being the new Baldi's Basics update, which was awesome. And we actually have someone in chat who I think discovered my channel through that. So maybe it's a good thing I'm doing this Q&A now, rather than before. Maybe we'll get some fresh questions. But, look, it doesn't matter. We're here now. This is Mr. Matt's 5th and probably final Q&A. It's a tradition to do these every 6 months or so, but it's just one of them things. We don't need to keep doing these, so we're doing it. But yes, how is your map? AKA Dolphin in the name for my pain. I still don't get what that was about. I love that. You're like, should I like this vid? No. Okay. Let's just start doing hand gestures. Also, Aero, welcome to the stream. Thank you for joining. Everybody, say hi. I love saying hi to people in chat. I mean, we've had our fair share of lurkers in the past. I forget his name. There was a guy, I think, called Nick, who would always lurk. It just became like a kind of running gag. It was great. He did like horror movie reviews or something. It was so long ago. I should probably go check in on that guy. It's been a while. I say that about a lot of people. Like, Elite Robo, like, I fully went, like, 2 or 3 years without talking to Elite Robo, I'm pretty sure. And now the dude is regularly playing Lethal Company with me. It's great. Well, not regularly, but, you know, I've been... Lethal Company has, like... I feel like... It's not my Roman Empire, that's not what I was gonna say. I never really did social gaming as a kid, growing up. Which is probably for the best, but, like... I didn't have online friends till I was 14, 15, and a lot of those early ones did not stick around, thank goodness. But, like, I was too late for Halo, I was too late for the prime of Minecraft, but I was in time for Lethal Company as a grown man, which is a lot better. Social gaming is always much better as an adult than as a kid, I find, for what I think are obvious reasons. Maybe that's a question I could answer. But man, like, Lethal Company is like the new, like, Halo. I mean, because I did do a lot of split-screen Halo multiplayer back in the day. What was, like, the thing on, like, Xbox in the 2000s for, like, online multiplayer? I guess it would have been Call of Duty rather than Halo. It's just, I've always grown up on more sci-fi stuff, and, like, nobody in the family was really interested in the realistic, you know, the more traditional shooter games. I mean, Call of Duty now is just, yeah, you know how it is. But yeah, shit, right, Mac, yeah, dude, I've been so forgetful today. Like, I literally opened Discord, looked at VC Mute, and then forgot. I was gonna ping you guys to say, hey, I'm starting early. It's 5 o'clock now, and I've only been going for 5 minutes. I literally, because I don't know, I never normally do this. I never start early, but I just felt like, fuck it. But you know what? People are here now. It's 5 o'clock already. I haven't actually, like, started. I'm not gonna bother now. It's been too long. Let me just close Discord, it's distracting me. And let me also mute my phone, it's distracting me. Okay, so, I'm already waffling on about a bunch of things, but look, I'm in my Lethal Company phase. I don't make a lot of content on it, but I play it a lot. I haven't even looked at this week's Challenge Moon, and that's something else, guys, that I wanna actually play games in this stream to throw it back to the first Q&A. I'll talk more about that later, but, like, I might actually just do this right now. We'll give it a minute. Frog Balloon, Voltage Productions, Robbie, welcome to the stream. Insta, thank you all so much for joining. It's a pleasure, as always, to have you here. Too late for all the great games of the late 2000s and early 2010s. Pretty much. Like, for me, this is a Q&A stream. This is where I talk about my life. So I will take this opportunity to ramble. But guys, if you have questions, you feel free to throw them in chat. But, to be honest, chances are if you throw it in there, I'm going to miss it. So what I recommend doing is, in the link in the description, going to slido.com. Also, you can ask questions anonymously. So if you don't want me to know who is asking, you have the option here of being anonymous. You can, like, reveal who you are by, like, saying your name in the message or something if you, like, want me to know who it's from. But it doesn't really matter who's asking. But yeah, we've got some questions here which I will answer. Yeah, I don't know. Shall we just get into it? Because it's been a while, and this is gonna be the last one. Also, like, Volton's been popping off. This guy's at like 5k subscribers. Kudos, man. You've found your thing. Nurture that. Make it the best it can be. All right, let's get started. So, welcome at long last to any and all answers, Mr. Mayor Q&A 5. I don't know why I'm doing this like a showman. We've done this a few times now. It's a tradition by this point. This is a live stream entirely dedicated to answering any and all of the questions my community has for me. Think hard, because I may never do one of these again. So, yeah. Link in the description is the Discord as usual and all that kind of stuff. No charity shout out QOTD. It just doesn't work to have that in every stream. I can't shoehorn in, oh guys, today I want to promote help with, like that. Not every stream needs that. And same with the QOTD, because the questions are for me today. So, you know, the usual links are there, but yeah, if you go to slido.com and enter this code, you can ask me anything, and you can do it anonymously, and yeah, I will try and catch up with chat. Because of the time-sensitive nature of chat, I am going to prioritize chat questions until I've gotten onto Slido. And also, I'm going to note down what I was going to say earlier about, I guess I can mention it now. Basically, all I was going to say, in response to something that was said in chat, is like, for me, this whole thing of YouTube and gaming and kind of the internet and, like, being a person on the internet only started for me on my 13th birthday, August 24th, 2014. This year, it will have been 10 years since I started using the internet. 10 years online. How long have you guys been on the internet? Because that's a long time, but also I was a late starter. And I think that's a good thing. I don't think you should be getting into the internet like I was, with complete freedom and absolutely no, you know, oversight or intervention from your parents until at the age of 14. I went from, like, nothing to everything. And, like, I'm amazed that it panned out so well thinking about it, because I didn't really have, like, a gradual nurturing process of getting onto the internet. Like, first time I watched a YouTube video was when I was 6 years old, sitting on my mum's lap, you know. I played, like, Flash games on, like, 1 or 2 websites that I never had the creativity to even, like, go outside of or search for funny stuff that often, you know. As a preteen, like, I did do that, like, on my dad's computer, work computers, like, a few times. But again, it was always, like, the same places going back to. I didn't use social media. Social media was alien to me until, like, shortly before. Again, I'd heard of Minecraft. I talked about it at school, but I didn't play it until, you know, just as Notch had sold it to Microsoft. There's a story. But, yeah. I love that Voltage just tried answering someone else's question in chat. I say tried, you did answer it. Like, that is a fair, accurate answer. Like, I've literally been asked this before, and that's pretty much the correct answer. Yeah. Excuse me. But yeah. 6 years I've been on the internet, and I'm 9. Am I, like, not counting? Because when I say I've been on the internet, I'm counting it as I had my own social media accounts, I had my own device, and I used the internet freely, unprompted, just for my own purposes of self, without any... Like, that's what I'm counting it as, just to be clear. That might not be the same as how you're counting it. But yeah. So, as I was saying, yeah, I swear there was a question, should I like this vid? Your choice. It doesn't matter. At the end. This is not a vid that, like, I need boosting the algorithm. It doesn't matter. You can leave a like if you want. It makes me feel better, I guess. I don't really... Like, I've very much, especially in the last year, I've stopped looking at statistics. I just don't care. I don't know. Because there was a period where I was a bit more interested in statistics and really trying to get a pattern, because I was actually trying to grow the channel, maybe for monetary benefit, but, like, it just got so frustrating and stressful. It's like, this is taking away the fun of the channel, and it's like, I'm still trying to take opportunities, but I'm not getting hung up on it like I did for a while, so. Why did you do short time? I don't know what that means. Why don't you not play Roblox? You didn't put a question mark on this. It's not a question, so I'm not answering it. You started early? Yes. How is my map? There's a question. Stop spamming that question in chat. Every message is like just your username. I don't know what that means. But yeah, my channel was named Mr. Matt because, and I actually do love telling this story, deadass. It's January 2019, okay? Take yourselves back to the, the ancient bygone era of pre-COVID, okay? It's January 2019. I am 17 years old, and I am trying to brainstorm names for this new YouTube channel, this new live streaming YouTube channel. And I come up with all kinds of, splendiferous and wonderful and complicated names. Too long, too wordy, some of them just kind of obvious, bit on the nose. And, all kinds of, wonders that are kind of, what's related to, like live streaming and broadcasting. And I show my mother the list. My mother, respectable, tolerant, very normal, a woman who has always been known for her manners towards, young people and children and us growing up. And I shit you not, I give her the list, and she's like, gay, 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 homosexual, so gay. Matt, these names are gay. And I'm like, my mother's making homophobic insults about my names. You know it's bad, because if that's what my mum is saying, what are the teenage boys gonna say when they see this, who are watching, the people at school? No. So, after a bit more thinking, a few days later, I'm sitting on the stairs, and my brother Joe is talking to me, and I decide, and something comes up in conversation about nicknames. Because I was like, my channel username is basically, could be a nickname, right? That's its relation, because I'm not just gonna put my real name. Having your real full name is just boring, and it's like, I'm not sure I want that online anyway. Some of you already know it. I know it's a little bit out there, and it's not a big deal, because it's like, not a common name, but not a rare name. There are thousands of people with that name, but it's like, just Matt, alright? I'm just Matt. And the thing is, I'm talking to my brother Joe about a nickname that my other brother Sam, my oldest brother Sam, Joe's the middle child, I'm the other middle child, we have a younger sister Tasha. So Sam's nickname for me as a kid growing up was Mr. Matt. But Mr. spelled M-I-S-T-E-R instead of M-R. Like, because that's how I've always imagined it in my head, like phonetically. Because there's something kind of childlike and kid-like about Mr. spelled as a full word. And I know that doesn't really suit the channel, because this is not a kid-oriented channel. I myself am not a kid. But I think the charm and the idea of the charm of video games as entertainment is something that at this point is rooted in all our childhoods. And I think, you know, as just a fundamental type of escapism, playing games, watching other people play games, talking about video games, and all these fictional worlds we get to experience, like, more directly than a film or a book, you know, more tangibly. I think it's, like, that's a way to escape the, you know, mundane nature of, you know, like, adult life. There was more to it. I always try and, like, because I wanted the name to mean something, so I always tried to overcomplicate and think of all kinds of different reasons for the name being the name. Truth is, it's not that deep, and that's just one of several examples that I can't quite remember of, like, why I went Mr. Matt. Because I knew I wanted my real name in there somewhere as well. Before anything, one of the first things I thought was that Markiplier, Jacksepticeye, 8-Bit Ryan. What I want to do is be one of these guys, right? Well, not exactly, but, like, that's my inspiration in terms of gaming. The fact it's live stream is different again. There was a specific channel called Game Night, which really inspired me, because they did these great Minecraft challenges, and I kind of never really made the same thing. But I wanted my real name in there somewhere. I wanted Matt in the name, so that kind of solved that already. So yeah, that's why it's Mr. Matt. But the truth is, it's not important. My name, who I am, it's not important. It's what I do counts. It doesn't matter who you are. Hold on. It doesn't matter who you are. What matters is your plan. Nobody cared who I was till I put on the mask. You know, but look, I'm just a simple man making his way through the internet. All right, Matt's the name. Live indie games is the game. Indie live streams is the game. I don't know. Take out indie. Live streams the game. Matt's name. Live streams the game. Why hasn't that been my about? Like, can we talk about this, guys? The About tab, which is no longer a tab, and I'm really sad about that. My About page has, like, changed many times over the years. And it's like, now it's to the point it's got this, like, pretentious ramble that's, like, more serious. Because, I mean, I don't dislike this. I think it's cool. I think it's like, okay, for those of you who take the effort to explore, here's a little reward. But it's like, why didn't I just make it, that's the name, live streamings, the game. Like, why wasn't it that from the start? Like, I could legitimately just change it to that. It's too late, though. I don't have a catchphrase. I mean, catchphrases are kind of cringe. I'm a real person, not a fictional character. I've always tried to make that very clear. I'm not like... Mr. Matt isn't some, you know, alter ego or caricature or, you know, fictional version of myself. I'm just me. I'm just a dude, just like you. And that's always been part of the channel's identity. Because it's literally just me spewing shit onto, you know, my internet bandwidth for you all to enjoy, so, yeah. Anyway. Likes are crack for me. Every like gets me high, guys. That one charity stream that gets like 100 likes, I just start like convulsing in my chair. It's like, I'm having a heart attack. Too many likes. Or worse, it's like it has... You know, no, I'm not gonna make that joke. I'm not gonna make that joke. Holy shit, 3.5 years old? What device? What were you doing at the age of 3? Man, they start early now. I know I'm a little bit older than most of you. Most of you are kind of in the same generation, but it's like, you were born, like, 2005-ish. I was 2001, baby. So, or 2001, baby, as well. Livy, welcome to the stream. Cracking up to you and your family is a good idea of the year. Old girl was the only thing you... Are you just doing, like, autofill? What? Bro, what? We need to see this list. I'm afraid I destroyed it. It was a pen and paper list. After that interaction with my mum, torn up, thrown in the bin, never to be seen again. I am being fully honest here, because I would tell you if I... Well, I wouldn't tell you, because it's embarrassing, but... The word wonderful was in a few of them. I don't think Matt was included in a number. I think the words live streaming and broadcast were included in a few. Again, too long. I think there were a few of those as well, or a few, like, ofs. Like, it was bad. Mr. Matt is a pretty gay name. GD normal. Yes, the Arctic Ho in chat. Guys, for anybody who doesn't understand, that was me trying to do Artico's voice. If you actually hear his voice, trust me, he's got such a deep voice. He's so much more manly than I am. I'm actually jealous. Is Mr. Matt in his effeminate gay arc? Oh, fuck. Nah. You know what's funny? I'm actually studying queer history. It's one of the modules in my history degree. I got an essay due on Monday the 11th. So, I've been busy with that. And I actually do know a thing or two about the gays. I'm not joking. It goes back to like the 1900s. It's like a 20th century British queer history. Your mother's too British, I guess. My name is Slam and I'm Mr. Pam, like my cat and for Sam. Okay, I'm just gonna ignore that. DJ, welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining. We got all the fellas here. All my fellas. All my fellas. Celeste music. Yes, guys. All of the music I use in these non-gaming streams, the like kind of vlogs, all of these, for vlog, speak, saber, service, more the live background music, all of it is in the description. If you want to know which is which, you got to ask me when it's playing, and I can show you. But yeah, Lena Rain, C418, all that kind of stuff. It's kind of started with the Minecraft soundtrack and branched out from there. So yeah, the British are good at overcomplicating shit. No, it's just an academic thing. It's just an academia thing. Not all Americans are that dumb. Listen, you're in middle school, all right, and I'm doing a degree. It's a whole different world. Question for the Matstery Mist: out of any horror game you've ever played, what would you say is the top 5 scariest moments in any game? Not scariest game in general, scariest moments. That is a brilliant, fantastic question. That is molto bene. All right. I'm getting a phone call from my sister. One moment. Tasha, say hi to chat.
Hello.
I don't know if you guys can hear her, but yeah. Tasha was calling me to ask not to eat the steak casserole in the fridge, because you've claimed it.
Mum said I could.
Yeah, but like, bro, that's not how reality works. I could go and snatch it if I wanted to, and there'd be nothing you can do about it.
You would have to pay for it.
Yeah? You think
because
I couldn't?
I'm going to miss dinner at uni because I'm going back later than I thought I would be.
Skill issue. Go hungry. A hungry person, a hungry world is a motivated world. You know, I had to advocate for world hunger at Debate Society one time.
My life's mission to eat any ready meal that you have a preference for that's in the fridge.
That's fine, I'll change my preferences.
No.
People change preferences all the time, bro. We're in a progressive world right now.
No. Anyway, I need to get off the line and make sure Joe's not eating it either.
Yeah, got it. I'll catch you later.
Alright.
Bye-bye.
Have fun with your stream. Bye.
Thanks. Oh, man. I feel bad for only children. Like, I'm just gonna say, if you're an only child, you missed out on life. Unless you formed one of those, like, bestie friendships that is so tight, it's essentially having a sibling. Because having a sibling, especially one who is, like, a twin or around your age, because Tasha's 2 years younger than me, but she's a girl, so, like, mentally she's, like, 4 years older than me, right? It's like, she is, like, man, I wouldn't fundamentally be a different person if I didn't have... and that's just Tasha. I've got my 2 brothers as well. They had a pretty big impact on me at the end of the day. But Tasha especially, as like, you know, because we came in pairs, right? Like, Sam and Joe were 90s kids, and then Tasha and I were, you know, Gen Z. I think Sam and Joe are millennials. Anyway, doesn't matter. Yeah. So, moving on, back to the questions. I know I haven't even started on the Slido yet. I'm so sorry. This is not a very organized Q&A. I will get to that, but I do really want to respond to what's happening in chat, because this is great. And I am missing questions. There are so many. Is stay hydrated not a decent catchphrase? the thing is, the whole thing of stay hydrated at the end of every single stream, it kind of started out as just a genuine bit of advice. I feel like I actually had a decent idea of how to make a good catchphrase. You're right, Livy, I guess I do have catchphrases. I just didn't think of it as a catchphrase. It's more of like a sign-off call. Because, like, yeah, it's a catchphrase. Because this is, grenadine, by the way. Kind of like Ribena. Or, fruit punch. The idea was, I wanted to have a consistent outro phrase, because that's something YouTubers always did back in the day. They'd have a specific phrase in the intro, hello, hello, we live, and a specific outro. The greeting one is simple, I just wanted a unique way of saying hi. So I thought repeating the hello, hello, as if like a testing, because like, I mean, especially in the early days, getting live streams up and running was a funky set of shenanigans. A lot of those old streams are unwatchable because of the lag issues. I fully admit, I've had some of the best moments from my first playthrough of Portal 2 ruined by lag that you guys are never going to be able to experience. That's just how it is. But that's kind of like how that one was derived. Stay hydrated. I just wanted to sign off with some kind of legitimate kind of, you know, positive thing. And it's almost like a little bit of advice, because what I found naturally through the process of streaming is that I actually needed to have water to stay hydrated going on for that long, recording and just talking and talking and talking. You know, even now. So it was just a very natural thing. I just sort of connected two dots and I was like, I connected them. It's like, I need water, I need stay hydrated to maintain my voice throughout all of this. I need something kind of positive, like a stay safe kind of like sign off that, you know, I can, and boom, there it is. Usually it's accompanied by a until next time, because, you know, I stream fairly frequently, but yeah. Yeah, absolutely right. Anyway, question 2, who is Bro? Bro is Brotato. Bro is Tasha. Minor Tasha cameo. Brotato, you may know, the one and only. Livy has the power to summon anyone just by saying their name. Somehow, yeah, Livy just summoned Tasha. But yeah, say hi to me. Oh, I'm sorry. Listen, Tasha does occasionally watch my streams, but she's also on the Hydration Nation, so if you want to meet her, join the Hydration Nation. I don't know what her friend settings are. Don't go pestering her, but, like, feel free to reach out. I'm sure she'll accept if it's reasonable, whatever. Let's get into some questions now. I'm going to answer this one from Artico, and then I'm going to look at Slido, okay? So, Artico asked, question for the Master Mist. Out of any horror game that I've ever played, top 5 scariest moments. Not games overall, but moments. And I think this is a fascinating question because I've never been asked this before, but it kind of articulates something that I've always wanted to say. There are a decent amount of horror games out there that are generally less scary. Like, they're not really, like, a lot of horror fans would not even consider them horror games kind of scary. But they have those one moments where it's like, damn. And I don't know exactly what I picked for a top 5 in order, so I'm just going to throw out a bunch of random ones. They're not in any particular order. Starting with very obvious choices of horror games. Iron Lung, one of the most tense experiences in indie horror that I've ever seen. I can't understate just how scary this game is. Not like the scariest thing ever. There are definitely scarier games, and obviously once you get used to it, it becomes less scary. But on a first-time playthrough, every single sound effect unnerved me to some extent. And all of the mini jump scares with the, well, I don't want to spoil, but it's been out a couple of years, you know, the fire, and, you know, the gas pipes bursting, and of course, you know, the big one, that, more than anything, utterly shook me. Like, I'm pretty sure I had nightmares about the ending of Iron Lung. It got me that bad. But, you know, in terms of moments of horror, I think I got to give a shout out to Bending the Machine for this one. Because Bending the Machine overall is not that scary, and it definitely had more potential to be properly, intensely kind of, you know, gory or psychological or whatever. In terms of horror, it could have definitely gone further, and I think the Dark Revival doesn't really take it further. It's got, like, a more realistic human anatomy with the models, so it does lend itself to a more eerie image, but in terms of actual scares and kind of, I don't know, Dark Revival's not part of this, okay? Bending the Machine, there is one moment in the game that actually gets me on edge in a way that few games do, and it's the sequence with the Projectionist. The Projectionist has got to be probably the best character in Bending the Machine, one of the best. Not only is Norman Polk's story and characterization just great, but also as an antagonist and the way he operates and the game mechanics and The Projectionist is so underrated. He got done dirty in Dark Revival. Projectionist and Sammy, two of my favorite characters, were the two who absolutely got... Yeah, anyway. So, because that feeling of tension entering this unknown area after you just thought you'd seen it all, after it was just beginning to get samey with, you know, well, this is just chapter 2, but bigger. You go into the depths, and the atmosphere is just, it's too quiet. It's calm. And the flickering and the light and the sound of the Projectionist from far away is unnerving, because it's like you don't quite know what it is. But even after you've experienced it, and even after you know what's going on, the way that chase music comes in, the screaming noise it makes, and like the thing that scares me the most is the sound of the tape like winding over and over and over and like flicking. Because that getting closer and closer and louder with that big light, it is like the ultimate feeling of being caught sneaking somewhere you weren't supposed to be as a child. It actually, every single time I play that, it still gives me goosebumps. And it's like, I will genuinely be jumping out of my seat if he touches me. So in terms of scariest moments in games that are less scary, which is what I think that question lends itself to, because nothing in Bending the Machine even comes close. In terms of being scary, nothing comes close to the Projectionist sequence. That whole thing, especially since it's like extra dark, if you turn your gamma down, it's even better. Since you asked for 5, I'll try and do 5, but there's probably a bunch more. I mean, can I filter this by the horror tag? No, I can't. That sucks. No, wait, maybe. Yes. I can actually just filter my library. So this is all of the horror games. I mean, predominantly, because I started with Five Nights at Freddy's, I've grown up on, like, horror games, but it's been very soft horror. It lends itself to other things. Baldi's Basics. Baldi's Basics is generally not a scary game. Like, it still hasn't got a lot in the way of scary elements. It's generally still more of kind of, I don't know how to describe it. Like, it's a really good game. Addictive game loop, but I don't get scared by it. But I tell you what, experiencing Mrs. Pump's jump scare for the first time, or the test, kind of scary, actually. Because when the test happens, you don't know what the hell is going on. It's disorienting, and everything just going dark like that. And you know what? I actually really summed this up well at the start of one of my video essays. I've really been meaning to get back to making videos on my other channel, but I've just been so busy with uni essays. But if you look at the start of this one, because it's me making a point about how Baldi's Basics is scary and goofy. Can I? Yeah, here we go. It's like this, to me, this is one of the rare scary moments of Baldi's. Him catching you when it's this dark and like you don't know where he is. The sound, whatever it's called, the sound changes in point 4 are gonna make Baldi scary again, because it's gonna be much harder to tell where he is, and captions are not gonna be as reliable anymore. Like, I already got jumped a little bit from them dying around before. I'm trying to pick less scary games now, because like, if you pick something like Five Nights at Freddy's 1, that whole game is just an excellent and unique form of horror. This was pretty scary as a whole. Again, It Steals, generally quite scary. Were there any scary moments in like non-horror games like Spider-Man? Maybe. Omori still unnerves me when you get spotted when you're being chased. Like, I can't... The Fiend is the only one that scares me. The other two I can deal with. But when the Fiend spots me, like, I am actually scared because the whoom, whoom, whoom sound is just so tense. It, like, activates, like, a primal fear in me. Like, the Fiend's, like, electronic, like, humming noise is, again, it's the sound. And it's the constant sound that slowly builds up and goes towards you. The sound of danger. The Fiend has a similar thing going with the Projectionist, and it just taps into a specific fear for me. I don't think this one requires discussion. I don't know. There's probably more that I can't think of. Are there any scary moments in, like, non-horror games? Maybe. The Stanley Parable is weirdly unnerving when you first play it. It feels like a horror game, and it's not. There should be a jump scare in the Stanley Parable. Just one to fuck with players. I don't know. You know what? Ultra Kill. This game scared me. It's kind of surprising, but I got to the end of Lust, and there's a boss, and that just freaked me out in a way that, I don't know, like, just the design, the sound, the kind of unknown element of it really freaked me out. Like, I legitimately went to, like, my indie horror survival horror instincts, and I forgot that I had a gun and that I could shoot everything. Like, when I first encountered the final boss of Lust, I legitimately forgot that I was playing an action shooter game and not a horror game. So I turned and ran, and I tried to dodge all the shots, forgetting that I could just blast them. I was in a voice call with someone, so thankfully that didn't last long. But yeah, I don't know. There's underrated moments in games that aren't even necessarily meant to be scary that have scared me on occasion. I'm trying to think of those. I think that's a really fun question. As for like actual horror games, there's a lot of obvious ones, like The Hanged Technicians in Sister Location. The thing is, I'm trying to think of proper examples now, but like every moment of Outlast is scary. Like, it's just from start to finish, just an absolute blast-a-thon of scary things. I guess with the Resident Evil games, like, there's certain areas, like, locations that are really creepy. Like, when you get into, I don't know. With Resident Evil 2, it's mostly characters and bosses, and it's like the lurkers sort of just turn up, like, as you progress. But it's not, it's in the same starting area. I don't think the sewers or the labs are particularly scary compared to the police station, to be honest. I think all the locations are equally unnerving. Resident Evil 4, I don't know well enough. I don't know. I'm going to move on, because I've been on this question for a long time. We got some more questions. I want to actually talk about the Q&As at the end. I'm going to talk about this at the end, because this, again, as I've said, this is probably the last one. I want to look back a bit. But yeah, let's, again, just, I've got these in order of recency, so we're going to start with the oldest first. Let's talk about these. So someone asked, will there be a hydration SMP with your friends? And I am going to have to say right now that unfortunately there are no plans for there ever to be a Hydration Nation survival multiplayer. I would absolutely love to have a Minecraft server we could all just hop into and just casually come about and like build our own civilization and, you know, do trolls, start wars, whatever. For example, you know, Hermitcraft, the Dream SMP, okay, and like, you know, Mindcrack. Like, the idea of a Minecraft SMP has just been so amazing over the years. Pretty difficult to make content on, so I don't think I'd even stream it that much. It'd be something I'd check in on. I tried doing the Demi-Mat SMP a long time ago, if you guys remember that. Didn't really pan out. Because the thing about making a survival multiplayer is that you need a decently sized group of friends who are going to stay active and regularly check in on this thing for an extended period of time, especially if you want to make content on it. And I just know it's not feasible. It's not feasible. It would just be so difficult and time consuming to set up. You know, because even if I did have the time and energy to create something that wasn't hosted on Eternos, like a Minecraft realm or something, maybe we want to do something different, I don't know. Even if I figured all of that out, even if I had the time to, once a week, launch the server, you know, do a 4-hour session with friends, stream it, make content on it. Keeping that up for more than 2 or 3 weeks would be a challenge, because you need to have short-term and long-term just time that, quite frankly, I don't have. I'm in the final year of my degree. It is crunch time for essays right now. It's why I've barely been streaming lately. Like, I am not doing any more live streams, probably until next Friday at the soonest, and even then, I've got essays until May 2nd, that's my dissertation's due. Until then, I am going to be more or less swamped in work, starting from the end of February. Like, it's just, yeah, not great, but enough. I've got enough time to do, you know, some streams. I want to settle back into just regular series now anyway, rather than doing loads of crazy one-offs or events. But in regards to an SMP, I would love to maybe do, like, a limited edition. The way I see it, the way I could do a Hydration Nation SMP would to make something that was limited edition and set to only exist for limited time, because that would encourage more people to be active in the short term anyways, and therefore it would only have to exist in the short term. It would be a lot easier to manage. And what it would be is kind of like, what can we do in a month, you know? If I launched the server and have it online, again, ideally it would be something that was available 24/7, and I wouldn't have to be there. But, like, we couldn't do this with Eternals. It would have to be like a Minecraft realm. I don't know, unless I bought one of the server hosting. I forget the one Captain Sparkles sponsors. That one's a pretty good one, apparently. What might be better and more feasible is for someone else to host it other than me. It's the Hydration Nation SMP, not the Mr. Matt SMP. Because I don't really, again, the other thing is, in terms of content production especially, I don't have any crazy, fresh, unique ideas for how to make it stand out. And also, I do not have the time to grind for netherite on, like, day one, and, like, be flying with my elytra, you know, digging out an entire desert, you know, in a week to make it, like, I can't do that. I'm just not good enough at the game. So you'd have to get creative in that respect. There's just a lot of challenges with making an SMP. But here's what I propose instead as an alternative. Maybe, I don't want to say this summer, it won't happen this summer, but maybe in a summer in future, I could, with someone else hosting, do a live stream kind of launching it, and then periodically return to something, be it short-term limited or long-term. Maybe there'd be like a specific goal in mind, just to give it some structure, and just see how people play and interact. And like people, it would just be like an open thing. Anybody could hop on, live stream, record their own perspective, and pretty much maybe there'd be rules. They get booted out if they were griefing or packing or whatever. There'd be rules. Because again, you have to moderate this as well, which is like another layer of challenge onto it all. But what I absolutely could do, and guarantee, in the short term soon, is more UHCs. We spent 5 UHCs last year, refining the formula, trying new things out. I now have a formula, it's set. I've given it a break because I've been busy with other things, but these UHCs are usually only like 2 hours long each. They are not difficult to do. So I think if we could all agree to kind of warm up and play some Minecraft sometime soon, at the end of this month, in April, I could do 1, I could do 2, maybe 3 UHCs, and now we could finally start experimenting with different like, you know, twists. For example, something that Minecraft used to do a lot back in the day was Eternal Day, which might be just nice. It would have all of the same, you know, potion effects at the start. It would have all the same kind of setup, random teleportation, you know, as all of the previous 5, especially the 5th. It would follow the formula, but be able to do twists. We could do one in the Nether. We could do one where, you know, it was permanently stormy. We could do one where, you know, everyone had OP gear from the start. We could do one with a mod. We could do randomizer. We could do multiplier UHCs. Like, there are loads of possibilities. I have roughly 10 in mind, and it's going to take a couple years probably to get through all of them, realistically. But, like, be patient. I'm cooking, alright? Because once my work is done with my degree, once we get to the summer, June, July, August, I should have more time, barring holidays and family stuff, to just kind of, like, go wild. And I'm hopefully going to be doing my masters in September onwards. Things are going to get complicated because I might be living in halls. I don't know how that's going to work. But, like, you know, if I can't do something for you, do it yourself. If you want something done right, do it yourself. And now that I've spent way too long answering that one question, let's keep going. Have you considered the possible... I'm going to actually just keep this on screen so you can see what I'm answering, because that might be confused to people who just hopped in. I will catch up with chat in between questions, so I'm just going to read now before I go on another ramble. But yeah. Is chat not updating? Chat wasn't updating. Good thing I spotted that. Crap, I missed a bunch of messages. The Arctic_Ho family, you're the oldest. Alright. I've heard people in my class say I'm lucky that I am an only child. I don't know. I wouldn't... From what I've heard about your class, I wouldn't trust that opinion. From what I've heard, what I know and have experienced of all, you know, kids in schools. But you have cousins. Alright, cool. Just see what I'm saying. Yeah, that was wholesome. I just think so, Libby. Gen Z was born in 1999 or around there. 2 years, close enough. I'm pretty sure I'm Gen Z. I don't care for the generation stuff, to be honest. I thought I was a millennial for a long time, because I didn't understand generations, how they work. Livy, yes, you are the oldest sibling. Did bro just skip over my question after reading it? Yes, I did, and then I went back, so it's all good. I literally just skipped it. I had a phone call, it was very important. I want to go to the candy shop. F in the chat for Artica. Yeah. No, your old streams are unwatchable from the secondhand embarrassment I get from watching them. You see, I understand that feeling, because I had this for a long time. Actually, I'm doing this because... Here, come close. You know that one guy with the face like, here, come closer, like on the YouTube show? I understand that feeling, Robbie, but the thing is, when you get older, you learn to see these things in perspective and embrace the cringe. One of the greatest lessons, something which I am still learning myself, that my dad has taught me, is to embrace the cringe. Because all of that cringe when you were younger, that is who you were. And that is what you've grown from. That's what you've evolved and changed from. That's what you've improved. And, like, I have no shame about the cringy stuff from when I was a kid. Were there some questionable things that sound like offensive out of context that I definitely would not want to be known? Absolutely. I was fucking stupid. I was a kid. But are there, like, cringeworthy things I said and did, or things I said and did in a way that was cringeworthy? You know, jokes that didn't land, you know, references nobody understood. Yeah. Mate, I've had people ask if I'm autistic, like, been there. It's, you know, both online and in person. It is rough. There is a lot of cringe. That someday I will probably delete. Like, there are some old streams. I always say this, but I never have the time to actually go back and look. Like, there are absolutely old streams which I should have deleted years ago, which people could still find and just, yeah. But that's the fact. They're self-defending because they're unwatchable. That's the thing. So in a way, like, I can prevent people from watching my stuff because it's just so bad. Like, who's going to watch it? It doesn't matter if it's up there. It doesn't matter if I'm advertising it. No one's going to watch it. So it doesn't matter. It's like, if you've got bad stuff, no one's going to watch it anyway. So don't feel bad about it being there. It doesn't matter. Livy, please summon Ethan. I'd love for him to be with us. I'd love for him to join us. Hello, hello, hello. Funny British man in my computer. Pog Dogs from Pog Dogs Arcade. Real. Yeah. Yeah, flashing lights are bad in a different way. Yeah, Baldman jump scare. Continuity error mention. Yep. Remember when you were too scared? Oh, God. Yeah, dude, I couldn't play Karamari Hospital. I never finished it. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not a fan of the Spookies DLCs from a gameplay point of view, because the base game was fun in a linear way, but the DLCs were like, they just felt like more generic story adventure games. That being said, they did improve on story, on graphics. They had a much more unique kind of enemies and art styles and locations. But the tension and the atmosphere and the way jump scares are handled in this game made me afraid to look. With Karamari Hospital, with the Dollhouse, all the DLCs, like, I couldn't play them. So I just watched the endings on a YouTube video, and, yeah. One day I'm gonna go for Endless, I'm sure. I never got back around to it, but, it's not meant to be. Not now, not yet. Yeah. Yeah, Omori is terrifying in its own way. The bunker monster, yeah. I don't know how is your map is typing, but okay. Maybe it does, because I don't know anything about Omori. Yeah, guys, if you haven't played Omori, it will change your life. It's one of those games. It's a deeply story-based psychological horror. It takes its time to get started. It's a bit of a slow start. But that is literally the only criticism I ever had of the entire game, is that there's this one section that drags on a bit too long. Once you're over that hurdle, it gets good. And it just gets better and better. And yeah. Oh, hello.
Sorry to interrupt. I'm here for one thing and one thing only. Ladies and gentlemen.
What? I thought you had, like, gone back to uni. You were calling me.
No, I was with Grandma and Mum and Dad and
Right.
stuff. But Mum earlier said to...
Guys, she made it here in person.
I staked my claim.
Not sponsored. Not sponsored.
Sorry, I... Get it, steak casserole, I staked my claim. It's supposed to be funny! Okay, anyway, I am actually going now.
Tash, you're a woman. Women aren't funny.
Not only that, I'm a younger sister. We get hard in life.
Guys,
it's the Michael Storen memes.
I wish I could bring you. We're Michael and Ben. Like you're the Ben Esherick to my Michael Storen. That is one of the highest compliments I can give somebody.
Who's Ben?
He's another white boy who makes YouTube shorts.
Great,
it's better than it sounds. It's better than it sounds.
Okay. Anyway.
As a bland white boy myself, who definitely finds them so relatable, but like the amount
of times this boy will come up to me and be like, oh, I thought, right, there's this new Michael Storen meme, right? Oh,
it's not even.
And I'm like, here we go.
Bro, he's so majestic. The shorts are so deep, I can feel them coming inside me. Like that's just the facts. That's just a factual statement. Listen,
no,
I know
I'm actually on a tight schedule.
If Tasha was in any of my streams, viewership would increase by 200%. I wish I could milk you for views. One day I might figure out a way to do it. Right now,
this is some interesting
phrasing. Farewell. This is truly sad. This is the saddest moment. Gamers, can we get an L in chat? I mean, an F in chat. Can we get an L for Tasha and an F for me?
Wait, hang on a minute. Why am I getting an F? If anything, you're the El Bozo. Dumbass. Bye.
Bye.
What are you actually streaming?
Q&A.
Oh, you said
we're just chilling.
Yes, I remember now. Okay, cool.
You didn't remember. How dare you not remember precisely? How dare you not be here watching from start to finish?
You mentioned the Q&A earlier, and I was like,
what's a Q&A?
Yeah, I'm saying goodbye to Matt. Bye.
Man. Tash is the best. Anyway. Ultra Kill Layer 7 Violence. I'll let you know when I finally get there. Me playing through Ultra Kill is like the Shepherd's Boy. And it's like... And they say, the first second of eternity will pass. It's like, I'm never getting there. I'm actually, like, stuck. And I literally, all I need to do is activate, like, the assist options and completely cheese my way through. But, like, I've just hit a wall. I'm not even motivated to play anymore. But, yeah, Mr. Sex's first appearance in RE2, of course. That was a good, scary moment. The SMP dream was fake all along. Listen, I'm sorry. I'd love to do one, and I think it's possible, but it's not realistically happening anytime soon. Like, if I am being fully, honestly realistic, the absolute soonest I could legitimately host a good Hydration Nation SMP that was properly prepared, didn't have major issues, and that I was proud of, is going to be July 2025. If you really want me to put a realistic date on it, that is the absolute earliest I think this could happen. Like, and that is over a year away. I don't think I'm going to be able to do it this summer. I very much know I'm not going to be able to do it during the winter of this year. It's going to have to be next summer, at the earliest. The earliest. If I'm not doing something else, which I deem more important or better, you know? Do you think the only way for YouTube SME to survive now is to make law for it, which I'm not a big fan of? No, that doesn't make sense, though. It just makes it less accessible. Don't make law. Again, because I'm not into roleplay or anything like that. I don't want to do that. Like, I'm a person, I'm not a character in a fictional character. I know, I mean, real people are characters themselves, and it's like, you kind of... A simplified version of you is what exists in some people's minds, because to them, you're just like another NPC, if that makes sense. But, I don't know. Alright, Panday. Anyway. But that's the thing, yeah, like, UHCs are an easy, fun, and challenging way to just get people together, kind of like a Lethal Company game, but like with a more specific purpose. I think it's gonna be good. Yes! Oh my god, UHC with the Witherstorm mod? I'm writing that down. We have to do that at some point. I want to build up to it. I don't want to start with the craziest ones, because you know, the next one, some people might not have heard about until after it's over, but like, then again, I think they should all be crazy. I think number 6... I want to make a slight change. Like, we'll probably do Eternal Day, and then from 7, which will be in, like, April, hopefully, we could start doing some crazy ones. We gotta do With the Storm mod. That is a fantastic suggestion. I'm just gonna, like, write that down in my notes. I'm just gonna put, like, you know, UHC With the Storm. Because I haven't even done a solo stream with the With the Storm mod, and I know it's out there, and I've just never gotten around to it, but it's such a great mod. Kind of like how things that made you cry in the moment you laugh when you're older because it's silly. Yes, Livy. Yeah, absolutely. That's what the cringe thing we talked about earlier. That's kind of what it's like. Banana, welcome. Potato cameo, major Tasha cameo, as opposed to a minor, but that was mentioned earlier. Yes. Based Mr. Matt, Michael Storin. Michael Storin, Giga moment. It's like, just someone put like a caption, like up here, of like, you know, top 5... You know, like, top... What do you do? It's like, top 5 things to do in the toilet. And they'd be like, bringing the cameras all like YouTube Shorts nonsense. It's like, top 5 worst names. Ben Escherich, Ben Escherich, Ben Escherich, Ben Escherich. Honorable mention, Michael Storin. Number 1, Ben Escherich. It's like, those two are just hysterical. Like, it's so stupid, because they got a really dumb sense of humor that is very clearly aimed at an audience significantly younger than me. But, like, there's something about it which connects. I don't know. I think they're just similar to me. I'm him. Not just demographically, but, like, we're the same age. I think it's that age is important. Anyway, what am I stuck on? 4-4? Mac? I couldn't tell you. I legitimately don't remember. Probably. Maybe. It doesn't matter. I will eventually get past it. Motivation's the issue, not the game. I can cheese it with persist stuff, but... John Helldiver. John Helldiver needs you! I don't even know who that is, but I get the gist. No, I am him, Mr. Matt. Top 5 mystery. Top 5 mystery meat. Number 5. It's just like a picture of my foot. It's like the Mr. Matt foot reveal. It's just different bits of my body. My flesh. My meat. Not in like a gross, inappropriate, indecent way. Because that's what it builds up to. That's what you think. And then the last one is like my face. Yeah. This is not funny. This is going in the cringe compilation. This is one of those unwatchable stream moments, and in 5 years' time, I'm going to be like, even I felt that one. Damn. Yeah. Los cinco jump scares más aterradores. I don't even know how to pronounce that correctly, but the thing is, it's like, it's speaking English with a Spanish accent usually, but then 5 is always cinco for some reason, like they always make 5, but it's like, top cinco humscare. It's like jump scare, but with like a weird, because like it's, I don't know, it's like sped up, so it doesn't sound quite right. It's quite funny. Guess the mystery meat. You have sent this to us, Super Soul. There was a guess the mystery meat where it wasn't actually a meat. It was a friggin' like mushroom. It was absolutely disgusting. I'm sorry, what? There is no way. There is no way. John Helldiver needs you to edge. It's edging time. We're gonna edge all over the place. You should motivate yourself. Now! You should edge yourself. Right now. Right. Anyway. Enough shenanigans. Questions. We've got many questions. I didn't think there would be this many questions to get through. I thought it would be dry. I thought I'd have to stretch it out. Now, I've got to work out how I'm going to squeeze this all in before 7:30. I got like an hour and a half to finish this. If I knew, I would have started this sooner. Made more time. Also, we did get Ethan here. Thank you, Livy. Alright. So, have I considered the possibility that overthrowing the British government can be a blur? Let me try reading that again. Have I considered the possibility that overthrowing the British government can be a fun family activity? Yes. I think in order to, succeed and accomplish, the final phase of a Marxist revolution where we establish global communism, beginning in Britain, what we need to do is get the youth, get the family in on it, educate them and teach them the ways of, the communists, and, give them the Communist Manifesto and the Red Book or whatever else, and we indoctrinate them, okay, and then, together they can spread the word through different networks that we as adults don't necessarily have access to, and we bring the family together, we make it a family outing to, go out, march on Westminster Bridge, be like, fuck neoliberalism, and we're going to replace it with our alternative, our counterfactual to the status quo. Our alternative is a world classless, equal society where there is no government, and somehow we're going to achieve it. I'm not that versed in Marxist communist revolution. You think I would be as a history student, but I've talked to politics students, and there are politics students at my uni who seriously believe some of this stuff, and I don't know, it's interesting. There are some self-proclaimed communists, not necessarily politics students, just in general at my uni, because you know how it is, it's almost progressive, and they're all kind of figuring out who they are, and so I'm like, oh yeah, I'm a communist, isn't that crazy? But, I've never actually studied it, and, Marx definitely was a visionary with some brilliant ideas, but, again, product of his time, a lot of them definitely have not come true, and you can just observe reality and see, yeah, no, the working class doesn't operate quite how you think, Mr. Marx. But I love the idea. I love the actual step-by-step process. It's very interesting because, the teleological notion of progress as a linear thing in history that is upwards and better is just completely false. It's a complete fallacy to think that's how anything works in any way. But I think in the context of a specific social political movement, you could probably try and chart and predict the future, or kind of see how, well, logically, what is going to improve, what is going to change. Because one thing leads to another, and there's patterns and trends. History is cyclical anyway. We'll see that, It's kind of like Dutch says in Red Dead Redemption 1, and it's it says to John, they'll have to find a new monster. They have to justify their wages, because it's everything in the world as it is currently, relies on money and capitalism. You can kind of see how it affects decisions, big and small. But it's interesting to think, well, it wasn't always like this, we had feudalism centuries ago, centuries ahead. Would it be possible for communism to be real or functional? Or will there be something that there probably isn't even a name for yet, I don't know, it's just this is getting to political theory now, but it's just it's actually a really interesting topic. But anyway, but yeah, obviously, the family is going to maintain. The nuclear family unit is being disseminated, but it's not being destroyed. It's being replaced and gradually eroded by alternative family units. The idea of a family unit is still the idea of familial bonds. We'll maintain. So, comrades, we must come together and, is communism, like, pro or anti the nuclear family unit? I actually don't know. Probably depends. I'm not gonna pretend I know for sure. Family bonding time. Nothing like family bonding over the Marxist communist manual thing that I forget the name of. The fuck is a skibbity? No, he's right. No communism. Only managed democracy, guys. No, not managed democracy, alright? Mr. Krabs invented capitalism. He did in our minds. This stream is getting a bit too political for me. Could you tone it down? No. I'm a history student discussing politics from an academic, educational point of view. Tell me this isn't educational. What have I said that could be misconstrued as inflammatory or political in some negative way? Guys, let's talk about Palestine and Israel, right? No, not going to touch that one. Not here. Not now. So, the most challenging part of being a YouTuber / streamer. Finally, a normal question. The most challenging part of being a YouTuber and streamer, I think, is... There are various different challenges. I think if I was really aiming to make this a success, I think it's a challenge to grow, because live streaming as a medium, as a format, it's harder in some ways to get that out to people, because only some people really have time or, you know, desire to watch live streams. The fact that I don't really make any pre-recorded videos or don't edit down my live streams is a big detriment to the channel's potential for, like, growth, because they would get way more views and stuff, but I don't try to make that. I think for me, personally, the biggest challenge to me is just time. There are so many games and so many topics and things that I want to live stream, and just so little time to do it in, because a lot of things take preparation, a lot of schedules have to line up. I have a whole life outside of this channel that is currently going absolutely wild. I didn't even mention this, I don't think, but yesterday I was awake for 20 hours in Cardiff, Wales, on a trip for a society event. Like, I went to a different country, which sounds crazy. It wasn't crazy, it didn't feel crazy, because it was Wales. It's like the softest difference. It was more like just going out into London, because Cardiff is not that far, and it's really not that different from... I almost just named towns that I live near. That dodged a bullet there. I'm not going to say specifically, but it's kind of like a lot of places that I've been to in England. It's just that some of the signs are in, you know, Welsh. It's like, but you know, I went to a different country yesterday and I was awake for 20 hours. It was a crazy day. And that is just one of the things happening at uni right now. It's been wild. Unfortunately, I didn't go to the famous locations from Doctor Who and Torchwood, Ethan. I was nowhere near there. I was primarily at Cardiff University. It's a long story, but I sadly did not get to explore a lot of Cardiff, but I saw a decent amount of it, and I kind of get the gist. I don't think there's a lot unique there. If I ever go back to Wales, I want to go specifically to where they were producing Doctor Who. That is the place. Imagine me, Livy, Ethan, and Tasha, and we get a selfie in front of, you know, I forget the name of it, but the place that was in Boomtown and, you know, Utopia, like where Torture was. But that'd be so cool. That'd be so freaking cool. Anyway, Matt could probably make a political channel, probably be successful. Define success. I don't want to be a political channel. My God, because no political channel can escape the angry either leftist or rightist mob. They'll be forced into one of the two categories. Or no, what would happen is that I would make genuinely, you know, well-reasoned, if poorly articulated, or you know, limited points that are based in historical analysis, and I'd have crazy, angry leftist, rightist from both sides, everybody just, you know, screaming in the comments. It would be horrible. It would be very toxic. Not that I have any particularly hot political takes, it's just that this always happens. No matter what your stance is, there is some opposing stance. And there's always people on extremes of both, you know, left and right, or however you define it. And it's like, I don't want to deal with that. I'm not in the mood, quite frankly. It's just because 99% of those arguments are not worth having. It's a waste of energy. Yeah, Creeper, that's okay. You still can. The actual Q&A thing is still open. If you want to pop something onto Slido right now, you still can. Anyway. Anyway, yeah, Hydration Nation is entering its election era. Yep, no, I actually forgot about that. No way, am I? No. No way! I just remembered something. Yeah, no, absolutely, man. Yeah, we're entering the election era. I need to make a formal announcement to you all. The elections are taking place like they are at my SU right now. The elections are taking place. We need all the candidates to run. Yeah, you need to prepare your party propaganda right now. Okay. Matt about to become based Ben Shapiro. What do you mean based? That's just Ben Shapiro. Nah. Ben Shapiro is a character, and I think the most entertaining thing he's done is review the Star Wars movies. I think the most value you can get out of Ben Shapiro is his Star Wars movie takes, which aren't even correct, but like, they're decent and they're interesting. That is the absolute peak of Ben Shapiro content. I found his Minecraft playthrough insulting. That's probably the worst thing. Unless he like supported something like really, like I don't even know. I don't want to know. But yeah. Let's move on. So, excuse me. So what happened on the morning of September 11th, 2001? Okay, well I was just a little baby. You know how Technoblade, they always talk about the incident? The 99 incident with, not Technoblade, what am I saying? Techno. Sorry, Techno's just better. Techno's been living in my head rent-free. Rest in peace, King. No, Schlatt. You know how the incident with Schlatt is always being talked about? The you know, like, the 99 incident, or whatever it is? I was born on August 24th. 25th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 30th. Does August have a 30th? I believe it does. 31st, September 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th. Basically, I was born about 2 weeks. I was born about 2 weeks before September 11th, 2001. Coincidence? I was just a newborn. I was a newborn baby. What could I have done? How could I have been involved? Listen. There are some people who are probably my brothers, who are going to spread misinformation, indicating that there's somehow a connection or a correlation between my birth and the events of September 11th. And I say nay. I say nay. Correlation is not causation, and I was a newborn. And that is that. There's no evidence. The allegations are false. Are there any upcoming projects, content-wise, that you're excited to release in the upcoming months? Yes. I've mentioned UHCs. You know what? I'm going to be honest. I'm not excited. I'm relieved. I have like a checklist of things I'm like, oh, I have to get done. And I really hate to make the channel a burden because I want this to be fun, but it's like, I've played Spider-Man 1 and Miles Morales. I need to play Spider-Man 2, but before that, I need to play the DLCs. And I've not heard they're good. I've heard they're pretty mid, but I want to play them just so I've played them and I kind of know what it's about. So I'm going to stream those at some point. Resident Evil 2 second runs, never got around to that. That is still on the list. There's a lot of things that I kind of need to get done. Because otherwise I'll leave them forever, or they'll just never happen. And it's like, I don't want to let you guys down. If we're talking about what I'm actually excited for, is games I haven't played before. And I don't reveal what's next, but you guys will have an idea of what's on the list. New games. There are more than a few, which I've been looking forward to. Weirdly enough, there's not a lot that I'm excited for, looking at. Like, it's mostly just, finally, like, let's just tick Day Shift at Freddy's off the list. You know, I just want to get it done, so it's like people stop asking me about it. And it'll be good, it'll be fun, but it's like, I'm not excited for it. It's like, what I'm really excited for is probably whenever I finally get back to Minecraft. Like, Minecraft beta, that's gonna be exciting. Playing old Minecraft that I've never actually played before and only have a very vague amount of knowledge on, that's gonna be exciting. RE4 Separate Ways, I'm gonna get around to that at some point. I don't know when. I guess more charity streams, those tend to be like the best things we do, although, to be honest, I've been kind of tossing and turning the idea in my head, and I'm actually thinking, this is highly unusual, and it might feel weird, but I don't want to build up too many expectations of myself, because I know you guys are much kinder than I am to myself. I make expectations that no one else has for myself. And I think it might actually be a smart idea to just hold off on any form of events or charity streams until after my dissertation is done and my exams are done and I'm free from uni, which means there aren't going to be any 6-hour multi-segment streams until May, the end of May, until June. And I know that sounds like a long time, but it's going to fly. It's going to fly for me. I don't know about you, but time is relative. But UHCs are small that I could do plenty of those in the meantime if we need, like, events. Maybe I could do another Lethal Company stream just because. If there's an update, or if, like, Elite gets to the point where he's got, like, a really good mod pack that we need to get more people on. I don't know. Right now, I just want to settle into kind of a regular rhythm of just, you know, banging through, like, a lot of short series and just kind of getting things done. I want to do Minecraft beta. I want to do all the things I talked about. New games. There's going to be a balance. I don't know. By the time I get to May and the summer afterwards, when my kind of academic year ends, that's when I'm going to have more time to really focus on the channel. Even then, I'm going to be very busy with other things. I want to get a full driving license this year. There's family stuff going on. I can't tell you about it all. But, you know, the FNAF's 10th anniversary. There's going to be some big stuff happening then. Once we get to August, I'll have already maybe finally done the 1,000 subscriber special. It's still never happened. And a charity stream has got to happen in the summer, surely. I don't know. Maybe I'm forgetting, but there's nothing specific in my head right now. Because my head's not really in the game, it's elsewhere. I'm looking at my list right now, my plans. Yeah. I think Speak Spaces, I keep forgetting about, but Speak Spaces, I'm looking forward to doing a lot more of those, and a lot more interesting, diverse Speak Spaces. Like research stuff, especially. So yeah. I'm gonna say there isn't anything specific on Mr. Matt. When you want to take a break, what is something you commonly do to relax? No. I don't. No. This, I guess. If I need to, like, okay, so there's, like, relaxing, because I'm not going to get any work done anyway, and there's relaxing, because otherwise there's going to be a mental health issue. Which one are you referring to? Because they're quite different. Like, there's relaxing, and then there's disconnecting from reality for a few minutes, because I need to get my shit together for tomorrow. Like, I'm just saying, like, I'm being real here. There is a difference. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, the trial chambers. What's the trial chambers? I've never heard of that. Is this like a Bedrock thing? I know they do like all these like packs and stuff. The trial chambers. So, I think, guys, if I actually commit, because I'm gonna be busy, to not doing any charity streams or events for like the next couple of months, there will definitely be one at the end of May, I promise. There will absolutely, unless something else happens, there should be one at the end of May, because, like, by then it will have been so long since we did the last one. The last one was Christmas. Imagine if we don't do one till May. I might have to be honest, guys, because this is the most important part of my degree. I'm very busy. I'm having to push into a side. And it's like, these things can wait. They're not time sensitive, so I think I'm going to do that. But yeah. Alright, Banana, I'll see you around. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. You come and go as you please. The trial chambers. Oh, shit. Right, fun fact about me, I don't follow Minecraft updates because I like to go into updates blind. It's gotten to the point now where I'm not enjoying Minecraft updates anymore because every single fucking feature has been teased and put in snapshots months ahead. So it's like there are no surprises. There's no, like opening a gift box. Now I kind of don't want to know, but also, you all know about this? Like, how have I missed this? Am I that out of the loop with Minecraft? I guess I haven't watched Phoenix XC in a while. They have, like, waves of multitude if you get loot crate. What? What? This is a vanilla feature? This doesn't sound like Minecraft. Like, what? I have to know about this. It's too late now. Let's look it up. Minecraft trial chambers. What is that? What is this? Wait, they actually used copper for a structure? Okay, this is the official one, so I'm just gonna... I'm just muted because of audio, but like... What is this? It's like a stronghold made of copper. What are these bricks? Is that like deep slate? There's skulk? Okay, this looks cool. So it comes with like mob spawners. Lots of new blocks. I wonder if they're gonna have like secret rooms you have to dig into to find. They got loot chests. Not bad. Okay. I gotta say, the spawners look a little different. Like, there's a different type of spawner. Okay. I like that they're giving copper more use. Like, a copper-themed structure, yeah, that is something that absolutely fits into the game. And something that kind of leans more into combat, I think that appeases a bigger part of the Minecraft player base than you would think. Combat has always been a big part of this game because of the existence of, you know, actual hostile mobs. That's cool. That is cool. It's not like a big thing. That's not. I was kind of expecting more, to be honest. I don't know what I was expecting. What is this thing? That's the captain's video. I don't want to get copyrighted or anything, but it's like there's like a. I don't know how to describe it. It's like a wispy, whirly, windy looking thing. I don't know what those, or are those supposed to be spikes? No, it's like they're going around it. One angry Scott looking. Oh, my dad is phone calling me now. I shouldn't be saying who's calling me. Sorry, Mom. Hey guys, sorry, just family sorting out schedule for today, like dinner and whatnot. I need to end this stream at 7:30 or earlier because I'm out of time. It is 10 past 6 now, so yeah. Anyway, yeah, Minecraft now has in-game loot boxes, yeah. Were they actually working on real... Dude, don't ask me what's going on with Mojang. I think, truly... Microsoft buying Mojang might just be the worst thing to ever happen to Minecraft because it has strangled their creativity, and now they are just so committed to playing the corporate safeguard. They are the corporate safeguard. There is no room for creativity. That's why the April Fool's update's a banger. We could have actual updates like that if Minecraft wasn't so afraid of experimenting and trying new things. And also, they're all fussed about parity and making Bedrock and Java the same. Well, it's never going to work. Bedrock and Java should not be the same. But, you know, it's the way it is. I don't see why we can't just have multiple Minecrafts. Like, it doesn't even have to be platform-based. You know. But to be fair, if Minecraft stayed indie, we wouldn't have gotten some of the things we have, like the Nether update and the Deep Dark, let's be honest. Actually, no. Because... I'm gonna get slammed for this because I've seen these arguments so much, but it's like if you look at Java individual mod creators versus the actual teams, indie Minecraft under Notch would have been more than capable of producing the same stuff that we've gotten now, just without the corporate blandness, just with more creativity. I mean, that's basically it. In terms of the actual quality and quantity, maybe it would have taken longer, but like it doesn't feel like there's a huge team working on Minecraft. It's not the impression I get. The impression I get is that they have to go through like so many checks to approve every single little feature, which is why we get so little per update. But look, Minecraft's still rocking. It's friggin' Minecraft. It's a good game. But yeah, there's a new mob that can activate traps and stuff. Next phone call's gonna be me, trust. Don't dox yourself again. Yeah. Yeah. Nah. look, as long as we can play old versions, Mojang can do what they want with Minecraft. 1.16 is my happy place. If it's never that good again, that is completely okay. 1.16 is my happy place. That is my default. But this looks cool. Hovering Hurricane. Anyway. Moving on to the QOTDs. There's so many. I gotta answer these. I know I didn't properly answer the break one, but I gotta move on. Because it varies. What I do when I want to do a break, it varies. Answer that. Wait, no, this is I want recency, not popularity. Okay, so where are we up to? Have you ever considered covering modded Minecraft on the channel? Yes. Believe it or not, I have already covered modded Minecraft on the channel, just not very well. I did a 1.12 modded series with like a bunch of different mods, and it just was sort of not very good because it wasn't like a proper mod pack. I just picked my favorites and they didn't mesh together very well. What I need to do is get with the times and play with data packs that are easier to install, easier to run, and just as interesting. The Witherstorm. There's a Herobrine mod pack out there, I'm sure, somewhere. Something that actually makes Herobrine in the game. What else? Like, things like Lucky Blocks will persist. The Ether! The Ether came back this year, and I just forgot it existed. Deadass. Should I stream these? Yes. Will I stream these? I hope so, but no guarantees. I don't know. Because I usually don't like playing modded stuff because it's very rare for a game to have more than 1 or 2 mods that really complement the game. But Minecraft is a game with a strong modding culture and community, and I don't know, I'm just not interested in a lot of it, but there's been some really good stuff. Lethal Company as well. I should do a modded Lethal Company stream, even though it wouldn't really be anything particularly new, since these are all mods other people have played already. There's a lot of good ones out there, a lot of good packs. I could make my own pack very easily, and, well, I don't know. I might do it. Anyway, but moving on. What is the best kind of hydration to have during a stream? You want something truly refreshing that is going to help your voice. It helps if you're not ill. But as a general rule of thumb, for me personally, it is just water. Saya is a bland answer, but actual just water, like pure... Not pure. English tap water is crap. That's why I drink so much, like, other stuff. Like, I would drink just water more often if the quality of the water here was better. I shit you not, the last time my girlfriend came over here, she noticed the difference. Even up north, the quality of the water is distinctly better. Down here, it's so polluted. Like, I'm surprised I'm not ill more often because of the water here. Because it's just, like, this... It's just not good quality water. It's like to do with all the like the filament, not filament, I forget the word, but like the tiny bits of rock particles and minerals in the water. Not like good minerals, but like it's more difficult to filter it, I think, in the south because of how it is, and also the infrastructure's not really there because our economy's in the gutter. Look, water quality bad where I am, so despite that, I would still say water. It's the best one. Because a flavor like this can throw you off, or like, you know, kind of, you know, leave something in your taste buds that affects your speech. I don't know. Water's pure. Neuron activation. RE2 neuron activation, yeah. 1.7.10 is the GOAT for mods, but 1.12.2, I think, is like another, it's like the next level. I'm not sure if there's a settled one after that. Either 1.16 or 120. I did do some modded 1.16 a while back as well, I think. I can't remember. We've done the randomizer mod as well. I have done randomizer mods multiple times. I've done the super secret settings. That was 1.61. That was good. Maybe I should bring that back. UHC, but with the super secret settings, just for fun. Alright. What was the inspiration behind your entire brand, for lack of a better word, centered around hydration? That's a good goddamn question. The thing is, I think So, I remember, so it's a long story. Basically, the whole stay hydrated thing was established, right? I connected the dots of, like, signing off in a unique and interesting way with some, like, something positive, and the need for me to stay hydrated, literally, the need for me to stay hydrated in the stream. I connected those two things, and that was the thing of Mr. Matt. Now, the Hydration Nation was created as a supplement to the channel because a previous Discord server had been an absolute dumpster fire. It was a disaster. And there had already been a kind of theme I'd established implicitly in that server of the idea of a pun, of live streaming, taking stream to mean a stream of water, like a river. And the kind of, you know, I had this whole extended metaphor, which was never really communicated properly, of like, oh, you know, the internet's an ocean, and this channel, like water channel, river channel, is like one stream of consciousness. Do you see what I mean? There's so many puns of live broadcasting and like all things to do with water that you learn in geography that kind of mesh. It just sort of naturally happened. So I decided that the new server would be the Hydration Nation. I feel like I can't remember exactly why Nation. It was a kind of, I think it's because Nation rhymed, and it was like, we are kind of like a group with an identity we would have forged, like, you know. I mean, that wasn't really the plan at the start, but like it kind of came that way. But it was like, this is like, you know, the community, not just Mr. Matt, but it's like, this is like, what's our collective? You know, what are we about? And it's like, well, that's just a common thread thematically, and it just sort of grew and became its own thing over time. There wasn't really a strict plan. I think my subconscious kind of knew, but yeah. Matt about to reach a stream time limit. Yeah, we've got an hour. It is 6:20 right now. 7:20 will be when I finish. We have 60 minutes. But yeah. 1.12.2 is good. I mean, to be honest, Minecraft versions, I don't have strong preferences. Like, we did the tier list, but that was kind of based on what they added on their own. Looking at the actual update with all the previous updates, that tier list would be very different. For me, 1.16 was just the peak of Minecraft. I don't think it's necessarily gotten worse, or seriously bad, or seriously worse. But there are a lot of things about post 1.16 Minecraft that just put me off. And I am genuinely willing to sacrifice some of the very cool features in the newer versions for that kind of, you know, roundedness and that kind of balance of nostalgia that 1.16 gives me. Because 1.16 still has a hint of old Minecraft with, like, it doesn't have the 1.18 world generation, which, in my honest opinion, not that good. I actually don't like it, that it's kind of universal. I felt that should have been Biome specific. Because the world feels bigger, but it also feels emptier. And the way caving is now, it's just, I don't like it. So yeah. Best brand of bottled water. You see, ideologically, I would say none of them. Water shouldn't be bottled. This is basic necessity. Shouldn't be bottled and sold for money. But the thing is, the tap water here is absolute shit. The tap water here is... If you've drunk any bottled water, it's difficult to go back. I can drink tap water, but usually, you know how, like, in Shakespeare's time, everyone drank beer, even the kids, because it was the only way to safely drink, because water on its own was, like, full of disease, but beer required boiling, and they didn't know the science at the time. But they just knew that, well, people who drink water tend to kind of die, so beer instead. Like, that was a thing, right? I'm explaining this poorly, it's a massive generalization, but for me, it's like, if I drink something that's boiled, like tea or coffee, or hot chocolate, or if I drink, you know, something that's somehow diluted, like, with a flavour that blocks, you know, the water taste, like, you know, squash. I guess my answer to the other question is bottled water, not tap water. I'm 50-50, because tap water is water, and it's good for you. But it's really not that good for you compared to what you will get in a shop for, well, the prices is, you know, it is where it is. But, I mean, best brand. I don't have a preference because they're all the same. Smart water was the stupidest thing when that started. It was like, oh, guys, we added electrolytes. It's totally different. I've drunk it many, many times. It is just the same as others. It's water. They're all the same. The only difference is temperature, really. Temperature is what will make a difference. And the thing is, Smart Water was, like, way too overpriced. They were trying to sell it as premium water. It's not. But there happens to be a deal with MySU where you can get Smart Water, like, full-litre bottles for, like, 90p. So for the last 2 years, I've been drinking Smart Water regularly. It is just the same as, you know, Brecon Carrig or the other ones that I don't remember the name of. Those are the two that appear most in MySU, so I guess it's one of those two. If we're talking about the money I've spent and invested into companies, technically it's probably Smart Water. Because they're like 90p a litre, 90p a litre, but they are, you know, I've had a lot of those. But I don't know if they're the best. I guess they succeeded with their brand, kind of. They're still going. Ooh, this next question's a fun one, but just to respond to chat. Yes, Super Soul. I mean, the British are known for having an alcohol tolerance that is pretty high. Like, the British, the Germans, even the French. Like, it's a very European thing. So, yes, absolutely. But to be fair, there's a lot of very weak alcohols out there. I mean, beer is, you know, we're talking in the range of 2, 3, 4%. So, it's negligible. Anyone who, because again, this is not something I expect you guys to know that much about. I certainly don't. I am not, you know, what you would classify as a drinker. But like, when you grow up and when you actually go drinking, you learn that it's not as scary or as big of a deal as it's made out at school. Like, just like one drink of beer is not going to make you go crazy and change your whole personality, unless you're like an absolute lightweight. Like, I mean, and there are some lightweights out there, because it is to do with your body weight, because the ratio of kind of alcohol, everyone has like a different limit, but it's like a couple beers is not going to make you go crazy drunk or anything. I mean, it might on your first few tries, but it's like, I have very rarely been drunk, because getting drunk is expensive. That's the main reason I have. Like, it's expensive, man. I can't afford to be drunk. It takes so much. Even if it's, I don't know, because to be fair, it's like, I usually pick weaker drinks. It's not every day you can just get whiskey shots. I don't know. The thing is, the SU events and the drinks they serve are very oriented to students. So it was all very, very light. Very weird as well. I got a shot of, like, what I assume was a whiskey at the SU a few weeks ago. And I shit you not, it was a bright green. Because everything was, like, candy flavoured. Like, for little kids. Everything was, like, brightly coloured and really sugary. And just, it was more sugar than ethanol. Because everything was, like, you know, fruit flavoured. And it's like, can't you just give me, like, a real goddamn whiskey? Like, man. But then again, that's different from going down to the pub at 10 PM. Yeah, I'm not really a nightlife clubber goer, but you know, if I ever learn more on this, maybe I'll tell you guys. It's one of those things to be prepared for if you ever go into uni, and if you're not going to uni, you're missing out. But yeah, cold water's the best. Changed my mind. I fully agree. That 3 AM refrigerated water, when it's like making your teeth ache, you know it's the good stuff. Yeah. Definitely, obviously, you know, alcohol addiction is a real thing, though. Like, do be safe. Just be sensible. Just approach it the way you would anything else. I think the reason that there is so much more fuss about it is because people are fucking stupid. Like, I would never have had any of the problems that a lot of people do. I've also had less opportunities to drink, let's be honest. I don't have like a social circle who do that frequently. Whiskey Junior. Yeah. Anyways, but yeah, no. Drinking games are fun. Like, my brother, like, one of them stopped drinking, and the other, like, only drinks at special occasions. I don't have a rule. I don't have, like, a hard rule, because I don't need to, you know? Anyway, next question. We've got 11 questions. Look at this. What is your most embarrassing moment from uni, if you have any? You're asking me if I've got embarrassing moments. Listen here, Buster. I am sure there are more than a few. Man, I'm not sure I want to talk about this. I mean, it's all anonymized. There are no people I want to call out. It's all me. It's just... because there's, like, funny... isn't that so embarrassing moments? And then there's moments that genuinely make me question if I was, like... if I am ready to be, like, a rounded human being. There's the funny one, right? Funny, lighthearted one. No, I'll finish with that. The serious one is this. I sometimes will just say things in a social context. Because for many years now, I have been quite reserved. I am not known to be talkative like I was when I was a kid. I usually am one of the people who talk the least. I'm only there if there's a reason for me to be, and if there's something like I'm doing. I'm quite a selfish, self-serving person. But, like, if I speak for more than 10 seconds, it's almost guaranteed I will say something that will get a very, like, awkward reaction. And it'll be played off for laughs, and it'll be fine. But internally, I'll walk away thinking, what the hell is wrong with you? And it's like, I don't get why you thought that was weird or offensive for me to say or something. So, you know, one of the things I'm on board is like, guys, can we normalize just chatting shit that doesn't mean anything or make sense? Also, like, I was very tired coming back from Cardiff last night with my fellas, and I definitely... it's a good thing I didn't talk too much, because I would have said some weird things. But sometimes I do, and it's just incredibly awkward, and it's like the moment passes so quickly, it's forgotten, and it's like, fine. This hasn't been a problem for any, like, relationships, but it's like... Is there a problem with me, or like... Also, people talk fast. I can't keep up with the quantity and speed at which people talk in group settings. Like, genuinely, it takes so long for me to get a word in, and then by the time I've thought of what to say, they've already moved on. Like, I don't know if this is just a specific friend group, but it's like some people talk so fast, I cannot keep up. And it's like they do like 99% of the talking in some conversations. But they don't seem to comment and point it out, so you know what, maybe that's fine. Maybe they need it, because I know that I don't. So, the funny one, though, there was this one time, class a few weeks back, where I had to do a presentation, and I not only forgot to upload my presentation, I didn't save it on anything. It wasn't online, it wasn't on my laptop. In the middle of a 2-hour seminar, where the prof had to rearrange the structure and improvise to accommodate for my fuck-up, I had to run back to the library a couple buildings away, because we were in a building that was way out near the accommodation, it's weird. And I had to go interrupt a guy who was sat in front of this computer. He wasn't even using it, to be fair, but I'd be like, sorry, I think I've got a file saved in here, got a presentation, it was like, I had to explain it was awful. And I had to go to a specific computer in the library during a class to retrieve a... Someone just went down. To retrieve a draft copy of the presentation. So I ended up presenting on the fly with a version that wasn't finished, and somehow I still got like 60%. It was the most generous mark I've ever received. I should have failed that assessment, because that presentation, the presentation itself, even the final thing, wouldn't have been very good. It was not my best work. This was an unfinished version, and like I was like stressed and confused from the heat of the moment of like, oh my god, where is it? What's happening? And it carried on for like 20 minutes. Like it was bad. So yeah, embarrassing moments. That's got to be something. Arrow asks, what purpose do our fleeting lives serve in the grand tapestry of existence? I love this phrase. Grand tapestry. The truth is, guys, that we live in a gargantuan cosmos beyond our comprehension, and there is no knowledge of whether there is a singular higher purpose to it or if there is some kind of greater thing. But in reality, in the real world, it doesn't matter if there is no God or if we're in a simulation. Like, what matters, truly, at the end of the day, is that you live, right? I once said to a friend, this was actually last night, I said to someone, life isn't about winning, life is about living. I came up with that myself, but I'm sure someone smarter than me has phrased it better previously. The thing is, like, obviously, life is what you make it be. Do what you want. It's an asterisk, 42. It's like, life is what you want it to be. So, the purpose of life is whatever you want it to be. For many people, that's not enough, and I get it. You need a little bit of structure in your life. To that, I say, like, make your life the best it can be. Find goals that improve your happiness, improve your quality of life, improve, you know, because what matters at the end of the day, it is fascinating to think about the possibilities of kind of like the universe and the cosmos. But the everyday working class guy doesn't give a shit about that, because he's living paycheck to paycheck, making sure he's got enough food and nutrients in his body to survive the next 8-hour shift, 9 till 5 he's got to do. Like, you know, the reality is that we live in these, you know, communities and societies, the way they're structured on Earth, in our own little world, but it's not little to us. To us, it's everything. Your whole existence might be insignificant and meaningless in the grand scheme of things, but to you, you know, the person experiencing it, the one person it matters to, it is everything. So in that sense, we're all giants. We're all huge, immense, important. Never met anybody who wasn't important. You need to watch that episode. Doctor Who. The thing is, it's like, if you want a serious answer to this, the purpose of our fleeting lives in the grand tapestry of existence, there is none. You can choose it for yourself, because not only is your own life huge to you, and there's all kinds of things to engage with that exist in the world that you can, because life's like a video game, right? It's like an open world adventure video game. And lots of goals you can set for yourself to just make it the best it can be. You can also help others. Helping others is such a good feeling, and it's like, you know, you don't live alone in this world. There's many giants around you, and that's a good meaning of life right there. But also there's legacy. Something which a lot of people are struggling to confront. I mean, this is something I can't even, like, I'm too young to even confront this. It's death, right? Everybody dies, everything has to end at some point. You know, one day, nobody's going to be watching this YouTube channel, it's not going to be uploading, it may even not exist. YouTube might not even exist. I will be nothing but bones 6 foot deep in some grave, in some backwater town in England. That's how it's going to be in thousands of years to come. Hell, maybe in thousands of years, this entire country's going to be flooded, and it's like, all of the atoms that were in my body have already moved on. They're now, like, you know, in some bugs or some plants. Or, you know, seaweed or fish, I guess. Like, it's crazy to think about, but that's how it is, okay? So, why not do something with your life that has an impact longer term? Why not create a legacy and do more than become famous in your own time? Become famous forever. Be someone who goes down in history and is recorded by generations and generations to come and kind of pass through, you know, a world that you're never going to see. Like, I don't know, I think there's a beauty in that. I think there's... As a historian, there is something remarkable about that, and even though I'm somewhat reluctant to ever become famous, and there's definitely downsides to being famous, I would love to be remembered in history. I would love to be, even if it was just some tiny niche that only one student in every generation is going to visit the Wikipedia page of, that is something buried in, like, whatever my job was. Like, that'd be cool. It's like, I have this tiny, tiny speck of existence hidden away in the shadows. And it's like every, 10 years, someone will even find it. The slightest thing, even the littlest thing, I'd settle for that. Because I think that'd be fun. I can imagine my ghost looking on like, oh, is it time? Welcome back. You're the 5th person who's done this. Like, yeah. But, you know. Damn, I said that as a joke, but this is some damn good life advice. I know, but I think this is more fun than a joke answer. If you get a joke question, give it a serious answer. If you get a serious question, answer it as a joke. Like, that is the way. Does the background music fit perfectly? I never try and sync it up, but sometimes. Whenever Resurrections plays, and that's going to play next, watch. I always try and sync it up because it's just too good. It's got the beat drop. But damn, that's deep. I guess. I don't know. I'm just a dude. Don't take everything I say. But yeah, I don't know. I like to think there's some value in what I'm saying. I've absorbed some good sources in my time. What if I don't want a legacy? What if I don't want to live a life? Then do it. Like, again, like I said, all of this is optional. There is no requirement other than, the fundamentals of, staying alive, getting enough food and water, that kind of thing. But, your DNA will scream at you to, meet those demands. And if you can't meet those demands, you've got bigger problems to be thinking about the purpose of your life. Although maybe they're all tied in. I don't know. If you have 12 carrots riding bikes on the moon, where should you put the coins in your crowbar? Well, you see, my friend, that's very simple. What you need to do is eat and then give it to the next person. What you need to do is go drink some water and climb a mountain. And when you get to the top of that mountain, you'll know. You see, throughout life, we don't really open up to ourselves. It's like a stick bug dancing on a coffin. You need to find the emoji. You need to find out which emoji you are. And then, once you've got your carrots, you wanna just shoot for the stars. What you need to do is mark all the dogs in your calendar. And the cats. Yeah. My name's Matt, and I'm from New York City. Meanwhile, nothing. Yeah, it's Ballad of Cats. It's a weird one. Minecraft music changes volume a lot. It's weird. Alright. One last question. Are there anything you're looking forward to later this year? This doesn't have to be the last question, but whoever's asking, thank you. I might make this last, since I've got some time to talk about this. The last question things I'm looking forward to later on this year. I said I keep it on this, but I keep feeling like switching to this is better for when I'm answering a question. Look. Later this year. Graduation. It's the end of my degree. It's, you know, my graduation is the culmination of everything that I've been working for and doing since 2020. It is the culmination of years, 2, 3, 4 years of work and learning and research, and I am praying to whatever gods I don't believe in that it is all going to pay off and it is all going to work out, because I need a certain grade to get to the next thing I want to do, to lead me on a path, not just for careers, not just for, you know, making enough money to survive the capitalist dystopia that we live in, but to fulfill my own knowledge and improvement as a person, kind of make myself more interesting, more capable with whatever I choose to do, however that helps the world, however that helps me, however that, you know, goes. So I'm very much afraid, but also excited for all of that. And I guess the same goes for all of my assessments, especially the dissertation. I probably shouldn't say too much, but my dissertation, for those of you who don't know, a dissertation is a 10,000 word piece that you work on over the course of a year. Now, they've changed it this year to be 8,000 words, not including footnotes. Apparently the footnotes are supposed to add up to 10,000, but again, it's not stipulated in the rules. But the thing is, it's... The dissertation is a big project. You have to write a book chapter, basically, an article, and it has to be structured and formatted properly as a, you know, professional historian would, you know, with your references and your citations and your kind of like, you know, methodology and bibliography and all the argument construction that you can fit in. And it's, you know, based in primary sources, but you also want to lean into the historiography, and there are so many things to do. It is a big project, and like, my exams are sometime in May. All of my other essays are due in March. So April, that whole month, April is just dissertation month. Like, I'm going to be working every day on my dissertation in April. Like, that's how it is. I will be working on it in March, if I can. I should have time. But yeah, and, you know, and then, I guess I'm looking forward to August 8th. It's an important day. It's a special day. It's a bit bittersweet now, but I think, you know, 10 years of Five Nights at Freddy's, I don't know. I don't know what to expect. I don't quite know what's going to happen. I don't have a lot to really put in myself anymore. I feel like I've already done that, but it's going to be something pretty important. And I just want to see what happens. I'm looking forward to getting that over with. And August 24th is my birthday this year. Shortly after that, the 26th, I believe. That will be the 10-year anniversary of me being on the internet. That will be 10 years since I started using the internet, and there will probably be something special going on in terms of live streams on that day. Like, I'm going to be acknowledging that in some way. There may or may not be some things in April that are stream-related that I can't tell you about yet. And I guess I'm looking forward to Halloween and Christmas as always. If everything goes to plan, I'm really looking forward to everything September onwards, because that will be the start of my public history masters course, and if I can get on that, that's going to be so good. It's going to be so much fun. It's going to be like history, but better in every way. Like, I am going to give it 110%. Yeah. Arts code, that's hilarious. The internet is a wonderful thing. Yeah. Alright. Well, thank you all for the questions. If you have more, do send them in. I will be here answering questions for another hour or so. But, I feel like we've gotten through most of them. I was not expecting to have many questions this time, but we've actually gotten a bunch of unique ones, a bunch of, you know, interesting topics, various topics, some of which relate to the games I play, some which relate to the channel, some which relate to me, some which relate to my university life. It's great. I'm really chuffed to see this all happening. And I did want to talk about previous Q&As for a bit as well. I meant to do this at the start, but I kind of lost time. Just make sure there's no new ones. Yeah, we'll come back to that if there are any new ones. You can ask me in chat as well. We could be done with the Slido, but these Q&As have been a tradition for not as long as most of my other traditions. This only started in January 2022, so it's only been 2 years. It's like, as of the 5th one, it has only been 2 years. I've done these every 6 months. And the first one was interesting because we actually had this thing where it would be kind of like a vlog, and people could suggest things to play. And I actually just played a ton of little games. We did browser games, we did FNAF games, we did like a bunch of random things. I actually added all the timestamps. In fact, no, these are automatic timestamps. These are No Name Pizzagate. Yeah, you can tell these are like generated timestamps. Slime Climb, Zombatron, yeah, that was nostalgic. Yeah, we did a bunch of those, as well as like answering questions. But you know, since then, it wasn't necessarily time-stamped. This one had Chipper and Sons. This one was literally just Q&A. We talked about the new channel trailer a bit. Again, that was last year's, which was, you know, pretty decent as far as they go. And we actually did play Minecraft. But we didn't... I've kind of dropped playing games. I was thinking maybe I might play games this time, but I'm not sure I will. The fourth one was interesting, because we had this 6-month build-up where I had this secret Q&A thing that was prepped. And apparently, like, nobody did anything, and it was super, like, just nobody did anything for it. And they were like, oh, sorry, man, this is useless, we can't do anything. It's like, I don't know. I think it turned out alright. It was good fun. We still had a lot of good questions. I don't expect a lot in advance, but yeah. I mean, this time I just thought, we're just going to do a straightforward Q&A. Like, I am just going to be here, dedicated to answering questions. And there's been so much to talk about. I've not even felt the need to put on a game on the side. I thought maybe this would be a chance to just, like, pop on a game or two, which, like, I'm not going to have time to cover sooner or later, which I kind of need to check off my list, like, probably some FNAF fan games. But, you know, it's 6:45 now. I need to end the stream in about 30 minutes. So, I don't know. If we've got time, maybe I could play a small game. There is one game, actually, which I remembered the other day that I never came back to. And I feel bad about it because the developers were, like, super invested in my reaction to my playthrough. And I did say, you know, soonish, I want to come back and finish it. And I don't even know if they're here now, but I really wanted to play it so that, like, they could get the response that they deserve for their work on the game. And that game, if I can find it. Hold on, it's a little bit of a mess. This game. Five Nights at Melky's expired. I don't think I'm going to play it now because they're not here. But I need to do a stream, or at least a little video, just playing through the rest of that. Like, literally 1 hour, and I could finish that game, pretty much. And I just have not got around to it, so I'm going to message the dev, I think. But yeah, I need to finish Killer Night. Baby's Night, yeah, we could just pop on Baby's Nightmare Circus and do a few minigames if you guys want. Because they're mostly the same, and I do actually want to play through all of them. It's a good game. But of course, if it's more efficient, maybe I should do one of the ones I haven't played before. I don't even remember what half of these are. What the hell is Mechanism? Like, what is this derpy, goofy-looking Freddy? I'm gonna be real. This one is never getting played on the channel. There is a remastered version of Dormitibus, and I never played the original, despite watching Dorko's playthrough twice, because I was so nostalgic for it. There's no point. If I'm gonna play Dormitibus, I should do the remaster. I don't know. But yeah. Another question. How many more months till I can come out of the basement? No. Fuck you. Nuh-uh. When the feds bust me, that's when. Why does Matt look like a teenage killer? What do you mean? Look, I know I've shaved, but look how much that's grown back already. Like, this is 1 week of facial hair growth. I am blessed with good hair genes. Even my hair isn't quite as short, like, I'm used to it being much longer than this, but it will grow back. Like, you'll see that. Oh, Mechanism is the animatronic game! Man, I need to play that. But I gotta end the stream soon, so... I don't know, guys, we got 30 minutes. What should I do? Placid Plastic Duck Simulator? What's the most efficient thing we can do right now? Or should I just leave it? I can just end the stream now. There's nothing... I mean, there are actually quite a few pressing things I need to do, but in the next 30 minutes... I don't know. What do we think? Placid Duck? Alright, tell you what, let's do a poll. This will take like 2 minutes. Listen here, Buster. I'm going to make a poll right now. What should I play? And we only get to pick one, okay? I'm going to give you the options. FNAF fan games, you don't get to pick which ones. I pick which ones. Although I'm willing to hear suggestions. Placid Plastic Duck Sim. I'll give more options. We could do Chipper. We could do Chipper and Sons, I guess. If you guys want that instead. And we only have one more option. I swear I mentioned something a minute ago. I could do more Baldi's Basics, you know? New update and all. That might be a really good choice. More Baldi's Basics. I'm actually thinking of refunding this game because apparently it's terrible. And thinking about how I played it and what I've heard online. Unless you guys really want to see the Lonely Assassins finish, because it is just Simulacra but worse from what I've heard, and it's not even... Doctor Who is notorious for not having good video games. It does not have many very good video games. I shared a video essay about this on the server. It's like, there are so few good Doctor Who games. I would play way more Doctor Who on the channel if there were good hit games, but they've done like VR stuff, which I can't play. The adventure games is very difficult to access. I did try to get the adventure games running. I've got the file somewhere, but they're locked behind an American account or something, which I can't get it working, so I'm going to find a different source for that. Guys, how about Amnesia the Bunker? I know you're all just thrilled to see more of this game, just like I am. We could do Buckshot Roulette. Man, you know what? Fuck Chipper, I don't need that choice. I'm going to go Baldi's Basics .4 and Buckshot Roulette Double or Nothing. I've been trying to do... I guess I could just do DON. I've been trying to do Double or Nothing off camera, like recording it just in my own time to see if I could try, because I've never gotten a Double or Nothing. I think in the stream the highest score I got was just like 50 something. Like, I've been trying to do Double or Nothing and failing horribly. I can't even make it to like one cycle. I actually did one time and I pressed yes without thinking about it. It's so dumb. But yeah. But that's the thing. A lot of you guys aren't Doctor Who fans, which I fully understand. Doctor Who's absolute peak, the golden age, the prime of Who, was 15 years ago. It was a long time ago. It was... I mean, I think the absolute peak was 2010, because you're riding off all the glory of the best television put to screen in Britain, like, ever. Like, let's be real here. Like, some of. I'm not gonna say it's the best, but it's fucking... It's up there, man. Like, and you've got the launch of a new era, so it's all fresh and exciting at the same time. That year of Series 5, 2010, that was 14 years ago. 2010 was 14 years ago. What the absolute shit? Matt Smith actually looks older now. He actually looks like he's been on Trenzalore for like 200, 300 years. Oh, man. I really want Matt Smith to come back. Everybody wants it. He's like the most popular Doctor right now, because we're in like the post-Tennant era. Like, everybody's like had enough of Tennant being like so... But to be fair, he was the Tom Baker. He was the best of the new era. I get why, but... Because Russell T's direction, the writing, was generally better than Moffat's in a few ways, I think. That contributed to a higher quality show overall. Not that I dislike Moffat. Series 5 is one of my favorites, and I'd say Series 5 is definitely better than Series 2. Probably about the same as 1 and 3. I'm not sure if it's quite as good as 4 and specials, but it's a tough call. I've rewatched Series 5 recently. I finished Big Bang. No tier list stream. You guys might be thinking, hang on, Matt, if you've done Series 5, where's the Doctor Who tier list stream? I don't think I'm going to do it like that anymore. I think I might change the structure a little bit. And even if I don't, I'm not going to do it yet. But yeah. You've never seen Buckshot Roulette? Frog Balloon. We have to play Buckshot Roulette for Frog Balloon now. Just one round. The poll's covering up chat. Yeah, I know. I'm sorry to say like that, but you know, it's how it is. I would 100% be a Doctor Who fan if I had the ability to watch it. I know, right? Like, the iPlayer... We've got the Whoniverse and everything on iPlayer, and it's only available in the UK. You guys have to deal with the Disney stuff, and you've only got the 60s specials, which are kind of mid, I'm going to be honest. Like, they're not bad. They're better than the Chibnall slop, but, like, it's not exactly peak Who. I think we're slowly getting there. I think the next Series 4... Season 1. Series 14, I think, is going to be... The thing is, this is just repeating history, because for some people, Series 1 was just, like, Season 40-something. You know, if I actually get seen with Classic Who. Right, I'm just going to pause the music a second. I'm just going to do a round to show Frog Balloon this game, because it's peak. Or maybe it's not, you know? You can be the judge. I like this game. And while you guys are deciding, I'm going to do one playthrough of this on the normal mode, not Double or Nothing. Alright. Where's my mouse? There it is. And by the time I'm done, I'm going to close the poll, because we've only got 5 votes. And maybe that's everyone here, but I feel like we could do with more. So once I'm done with this, we'll finish the poll. Anyway, let's get in here. Doors kicked 2. There it is. The dealer. What should I name myself this time? What if I also name myself dealer? It won't let you. What rhymes with dealer? Dealer, reeler, smealer, beeler. Feeler? No. Keeler? Killer? Peeler? Reeler? Teeler? Guys, I was talking about FNAF fan games, wasn't I? I am become the Teeler. Tearland was so good. Why don't I just replay Tearland? Like, I'm never gonna play any other FNAF game again. Just Tearland. I'm done. I'm sorted. That's all I want. If there's ever a Tearland sequel, I'm gonna go nuts. I know there's been talks of it, but I think if it's ever gonna happen, it would be a very long development. Anyway. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of Doctor Who games they're not that appealing anyway to gamers. It's a shame. What is cool is like Doctor Who mods for other games. Like Doctor Who Fallout mods I've heard are pretty good. Anyway, here we go. So the way I do it now, I call them hot and cold. 1 hot, 2 cold. I'll play those odds. I'll play those odds. Yeah, that's right. Now it's a 50-50. Hot or cold? I don't like to risk it on a 50-50. There we go. Took a hot one to the face. Get out of town. Like, can you imagine what an excellent horror game you can make with the Weeping Angels? Instead you just got like a simulacra clone with writing aimed at children. It's just not that good. Okay. 3 hot, 2 cold. That is deadly. We have no items? We have no items. I'm not chancing this. It's 3 hot, 2 cold. I'm absolutely going to get shot. Oh, that was like a 2 in 5 chance. That is so unfair. At least you don't have any of the swords. You're joking. What? What are the odds? Okay, blood is stupid. What are the odds that the only 2 blanks are the first to go? The thing is, though, if he had shot me, I would have survived, because it only would have done 1 damage, and then I would have shot him, because we knew it was only live ones left in the chamber. So he was fucked either way. Like, he could not physically have won that. I know, because I've been in the same situation. So maybe he just wanted to go out on his own terms. So it's not actually that stupid. It's just a point of pride. Bloodwind suicidal. Now, think about it, guys. If it was between losing the game because he shot me or losing the game because I shot me, I would rather shoot me. I would prefer to go out on my own terms. Well, it's a 50-50, but you've given me tank. You know, we've got 4 charges, so I'm actually just gonna chance it because I can heal it. I would use the handcuffs otherwise, but oh mate, you're done. You're done. And thank goodness, because he can do 2 damage. You're absolutely done. You're dunzo bonzo, mate. That was lucky. That was just pure luck right there. But we would have been able to recover no problem. So, all right, what else you got for me? More ciggies. Ah, yes, God's, you know, haven't seen that in a while because I've been playing Double or Nothing. Yeah. Yes. Mac, blood as in kind of like blood, like family. Like you share blood, you're a relative. Blood brothers, blood, you know, fathers. It's a hood thing in the UK that's been in London for like decades, which, you know, it was only picked up, you know, further away, like in places like where I live, you know, like 20 years after. But I'm gonna be honest, I didn't see how many went in the chamber. I need to go back on the video. My ass was not paying attention. My ass was not paying attention. How many was it? Okay, 2 hot, 2 cold. 2 hot, 2 cold. The thing is, it'd be useful for him to rack the chamber, and he absolutely will. But he can cuff me as much as I can cuff him. I need this first one to be blank. is, I mean, I can afford to take a hit. I can heal. Gotta risk it. My bad, my bad. Okay, but now it's 2 hot, 1 hot, 2 cold. So the odds are it's going to be a blank. 50-50. You fucked up. You done fucked up, bruh. Bruh. Blood. Dove. Bruh. What am I saying? It's Xaniban. I'll have to check that out. I haven't checked in on that. That's very cool for a balloon. Forgive me for not using Game Jolt for anything other than FNAF fan games in this day and age. I.e. not using Game Jolt. Alright. Let's go. Let's go. Everything you say is just to be stupid. Like, you're so relatable. You're so real for that. I already forgot. 3 hot, 2 colds. Okay, 3 hot, 2 colds. We have to use the handcuffs, and we have to use the handsaw. You know, since we've got 2, this is a bit of a risky strat, but I am just going to go guns blazing. Like, I'm literally going to go guns blazing right now. I think chances are one of these has got a hit, and 1 shot is all I need. Who's the king? Who's the man? That's right, it's me. Who's the Teela? And here's the Teela. Teela wins. What a shame. All those items are going to get reset now, aren't they? Is that not... Because they reset between rounds, except for... Well, if you play Double or Nothing. At long last, we arrive at the final showdown. No more defibrillators. No more blood transfusions. Now, me and you, we are dancing on the edge of life and death. I'd love to see, like a what would this guy's voice sound like video for an actual voice actor, because I like to imagine it as like an interesting like Russian or Eastern European accent, you know, because Russian roulette, and then like a really scratchy, croaky voice, because he's kind of like a devilish figure, very sinister, conniving type. It'd be really interesting to see how that would be interpreted for a voice actor. Okay, not bad with the aims. We'll see how it goes. Yeah. Now, Itch is the GOAT. Itch is the GOAT. You know the drill. There it is. So yeah, 1 hot, 2 colds. I can afford to take a hit. And he doesn't have particularly threatening items, so I'm just gonna go for it. And now I have a guaranteed hit on this man. Well, it's 50-50, but come on. Oh, really? Whatever. It's fine. It's fine. I didn't want to waste beers on that anyway. Yeah. Okay, fair enough. It's fine. I got 6. I can heal from that. Yeah, no, I get you. Like, social masking is perfectly normal. Like, you don't behave the same around everybody. Different people have different senses of humor and different kind of like, okay, 4 and 4, it's equal. Like, different people have different kind of senses of humor and ideas of what's socially acceptable and kind of, expectations and such. Like, yeah, obviously now, it depends. Sometimes a little bit of my internet humor slips out in person, and some people get it because they are also internet dwellers. But it's, yeah, you guys would look at me in university lectures and you'd be like, who the hell is this guy? Like, the Mr. Matt Skinwalker. Because, like, I don't know, I don't, it's really difficult to kind of think about it and imagine it, because to me, I'm just me all the time, but, I'm aware that there have got to be a lot of small differences in my behaviour, with different friend groups anyway. But yeah, that is a lot of beer, which we're going to need, actually. So, we've had 1 heart, oh my god, no, that's from the last round. None of them have been used yet. Yeah. Cuff this man. Cuff him. No, Frog. Only one of them. The red ones are live. The blue ones are blank. It's the other way around. It would have been a 1 in 3 chance, and then a 1 in 2 chance after I shot myself. If I didn't shoot myself, it was a 1 in 3. Which would have become a 1 in 2. There was only 1 live. You gotta be good at probability for this game, the whole game. Anyway, so there's 4 of each. So we want to just rack that gun And hope it doesn't end on a 50-50. Okay. So now it's 4 hot, 3 cold. 3 hot, 3 cold. Calling it now. Yep. Don't be a fucking 50-50. It's 2 hot, 3 cold. Yes, 1 hot, 3 cold. Okay. There is only 1 live round. Almost all of them are blanks right now. I'm going to chance it. I've already picked it up. I can't put it back down. He's got some pretty devastating items, but there's only 1. I think I can take this just to help narrow down the round. Okay. Now it's the same as it was last round. There is 1 live and 2 blanks. 1 hot, 2 cold. And we have a magnifying glass. This could become very easy. All this for 1 bit of damage, but the point is that we don't take damage. Maybe I should have saved this. Okay. This works out perfectly. I am guaranteed to get a hit on this guy now. Doesn't even matter. It's a 50-50, but I have handcuffs, so it doesn't matter. We get new items. I need to clear the space for items, and he doesn't. He's stuck with all his hand saws. One of these will hit. There it is. And the last one's a blank, so that's GG. That was about surviving. So it doesn't matter whether I pointed at myself or him now. Since he's a dealer, I always get to go first. Alright. Let's do this. Ooh. Goodies. Goody. Ah, yes! Okay, that's a decent hand. That's a decent setup. Okay, 3 hot, 2 cold. 3 hot, 2 cold. Let's do this. This is the final round right here. Vote on that poll if you haven't already. Because it's closing soon. 3 hot, 2 cold. What's the optimal strategy? Chances are it's a hot one. But I don't want to just shoot and have it click with a blank. That'd be stupid, because then I'd be at a major disadvantage. But do I want to use my items yet? 3 hot, 2 cold. I think I want to save the magnifying glass, but I want to use the handcuffs. But then why wouldn't I use the hand saw if it's going to be a hit? It's not guaranteed. I'm going to take the safe option right now. I don't think I can avoid being shot a couple times during this, but I do have 2 cigarette packets now, so... Okay, 3 hot, 2 cold. 3 hot, 1 cold. There are going to be some shots fired. This has to hit. No, there's no way the first 2 are both blanks again. There's no way. Alright. 2 hot, 1 cold. He could do 4 damage on me, which would be pretty devastating. But... he has some handcuffs, actually, so we're good. Okay, now it's 50-50. 50-50. Yeah, okay. Well, he's either going to shoot me, or he's going to shoot himself. Okay, I don't understand this man's play. Why didn't he do that before? Oh, no, wait, that makes sense. That makes perfect sense. I understand. Yep. This is better than what I would do. The scary thing about the dealer in this game is that they play better than you do at times. I think I'm a decent match for the dealer, but like there have been times where he's absolutely outfoxed me on all fronts, and it's just been embarrassing. Yeah. I don't know, Frog. There's not a singular optimal strategy to this game. Like, there are generally, you want to rack the gun before you do anything. You always want to use beers first, but like, even that's just something I've decided. Okay, 4 hot, 2 cold. This is not looking good. That is dicey spadicy. I am gonna just take the edge off and get my charges back up, because we are gonna need that. We are gonna need to be a bullet sponge today. Okay. I wish I had handcuffs. They pair with magnifying glasses so well. 3 hot, 2 cold. You know, we've got loads of magnifying glasses. Like, we are not going to need this many. I'm just going to straight up use it up. Okay, you know, since it is a live one, and it will be his turn after this, Let's just do what we can, eh? That's a decent chunk of his health. Just gone. He's already on half. That's good. Okay. So there's only one live one left, I believe. Smart guy is what I would do. That's what I have done. Well, in worst case scenario, I take 2 damage. Yeah, okay, all right. All right. That's bad news, but we can still win this. Do I just use a magnifying glass? I don't see why not. I'm not going to need this many. And 1 beer? Not that useful in this situation. Okay. I'm pretty sure the next one has to be live because it's the last one, right? Or is there another? Do you know what? I'm just going to use this because 1 is not that useful anyway, and I'll probably get more. If there's any more left, yeah, there were 2 more. Yeah, no, this one is guaranteed. There we go. We are fighting right now. Like, this is a game. We're on equal health and everything. Alright. Lots of magnifying glasses. Give me beers, give me handcuffs. That's good, that's good. Maybe a handsaw, alright. This is good, I can work with this. It's 5 hot and 3 cold. That is the most lives I've ever seen. That's ridiculous. That is ridiculous. Like, it's basically guaranteed that I'm gonna hit him. If I go handcuff, I don't even need magnifying glass. Problem is, he could kill me right now. He has enough. I really need to get rid of these lives somehow. I guess I should rack it. Three blanks. Okay, so now it's 4 and 3, which is a little more reasonable. All I could do is handcuff him. That's the only... Unless it's a blank, is it worth magnifying? Because it's only 2 blanks. I need all the extra turns I could get to avoid taking damage, because his items... He's got too many handsaws right now. I might regret this. Good. Okay, good. I think. Am I just delaying the inevitable though? Like, it's got to be alive. Let's just see if we can at least get 2 hits on him. That would be crazy. I don't want to use up my magnifying glasses. It doesn't really help here. Oh, that shit. That's really bad. That's really bad, actually. I should have magnified again, because now I'm pretty sure there are no blanks left. I think it's just like 3 bullets. Like, this is not good. If I had done myself and then handcuffed, that would have been the play, but now he might actually just game end me. I'm relying on this guy to mess up right now, because he could absolutely game end me with 2 hacksword shots. That's all it would take. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, it's over. It's so over. It is so over. Oh no. It's so over. No, don't do it. Don't do it. No. I'm not ready. Don't you dare. Oh no. Oh fuck. No. 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 Oh, you bastard. That was a really shit hand. 5 live rounds. There was no way for me to win that. That sucks. We got the bad ending. To be fair, like, I won this first try. Like, I had to deliberately lose to get this ending the last time we played. But hey, at least we made it to heaven, right? So much for the pearly gates. It's pretty weird looking for heaven. I don't know what this is supposed to be. Yeah. Gabe! G'day, mate! Yeah, I'm Australian. I'm Australian. How you doing? No, he's British. I'm a Britman. You look like the kind of person that does not use toilet paper and just your fingers. What the actual... You know what? No, that's a violation. That's a violation. You're going in timeout, buddy. I'm giving you a 1-minute timeout for me desiring bleach my eyes. What the hell does that even mean? Have you even seen these fingers? What the shit? Like, what the actual shit? That's hilarious and disturbing. Alright. Poll time. I am dead. This game is over. Yeah. I've just realized that took 30 minutes. I used up all the time. I thought that would be like 5 minutes, one and done. I need to end the stream in like 5 minutes. All that time I used up thinking, right, I'm just going to play Buckshot Roulette while I wait in the poll. That took 30 minutes. What the hell? It was a tie between Buckshot Roulette and Placid Plastic Duck Sim anyway. There were only 8 votes. But I feel kind of bad. I actually, that was a bit of a foul one. So I tell you what. Rather than playing PPDS for 5 minutes, I will do a PPDS stream this month. I will do a PPDS stream to honor that poll because that was unfair of me. Oh wait, Baldi's Basics .4 got 37. Never mind. I just can't read. Bro forgot how to read. I'm actually stupid. I'll do a Baldi's Basics stream this month. Probably sooner. I think there's a precedent for it. That, man. I need to stop streaming. I'm clearly too tired. Bro forgot how to read. I mean, yeah, no, I can't do them all soon, but, look, FNAF fan games is 12%, fine. There's gonna be FNAF fan game streams anyway. But, like, I want to honor the poll. There will be a Placid Plastic Duck Simulator stream at some point, but since it was tied with Buckshot Roulette and Baldi's Basics .4 came first, maybe not this month for PPDS. I don't know when PPDS will be. There will be a PPDS stream, don't you worry. But, yeah, no, I will definitely be playing more Baldi's Basics .4. Plus. Play more Baldi's Basics Plus. I will just play 5 minutes of Baldi's Basics right now. Why the hell not? But I'll do like a full stream playing this soon. I gotta end the stream like in 5, so here we are. Does that work? I agree, it's so tiring to play video games all day. You guys play video games all day?
Hi.
Maybe when you're a kid, but like... I don't know. The last time I played video games all day was during the Christmas holidays when I started Red Dead Redemption, because that's a huge game. Baldi won't bother you in this mode, I like that. Ooh, I didn't even notice last time. There's a new description. The description's been updated. This says, note, these are old but remain here for legacy purposes. New challenge maps will be added near the end of development. Near the end of development. Okay, so challenge maps are coming. It's just going to be one of the last things. That's new. I don't remember that. Why don't we do medium endless and see if it's changed with .4. Has this changed in any way? I don't, you know what? No, I'm going to leave my settings the same. I'm going to keep captions on. But, like, has this changed? I don't even remember it much, to be honest. I mean, obviously the map, obviously the new UI is there, but, I'm just going to do one round on medium endless. Watch this somehow take 30 minutes. Like, I have to go now. But, I will honor the request, guys. Good choice, by the way. I mean, this is the new game. Out of everything, this is clearly the best choice. I'm just going to press a bit of everything. I assume there's a door there that's going to stop Baldi now. There we go. You saw nothing. Got principals, keys are all good. Oh, yeah, there's a B soda there. No fucking your mum. Oh, wait! I already did! No, please. No, God, no. God damn it! I hate you so much.
Don't make me do this again.
Prepare yourself for something.
Uh-oh. Oh. I mean, there's all the little things like new sound effects that are still here, but I don't think, like, you know, Dr. Reflex is on this map. Can you pay me £10? Your ancestors colonized my country. Pff, fuck off. My ancestors were colonized, if anything. My ancestors were not some, you know, colonial explorers or even middle-class taxpayers. They were peasants. All right. We are not the same. That's not how it works. Oh, god damn it. I guess I'll call that one karma. I'm not defending British colonialism. It was evil. There was a debate in my 6th form of, if it weren't for the Nazis, would the British be the bad guys of history because the Empire? And I think the answer was a yes. I mean, we didn't, like, commit the worst atrocities ever across the board. Although, the fact it was so inconsistent was because of racism. Like, different colonies in the Empire were very different, pretty much entirely because of how race was perceived by the colonizers. But, you know, we've probably done a few genocides. We've got a few genocides under our belt. I can't think of any. The Herero was the German Empire. The Aboriginals. How could I forget? Australia. No, that was us, through and through. Why does he sound like he's familiar? God, the new sound promulgation, how it's pronounced, is so weird. It's so weird. So weird seeing that notebooks are green now. Anyway, you should play Fortnite, not kidding games like this one. Yeah, I'm tired of the little kiddie games, guys. Let's play Fortnite. Let's play a mature, grown-up, you know, gritty experience like Fortnite. Yeah, no, guys, Body Spaces is a kid's game, in case you didn't know. Obviously. I mean, look at it. Judge it by its cover. As you all know, guys, I am a little kid YouTuber. I'm a kids YouTuber. I love little kitties. Goes with the territory, you know. I'm a Minecraft YouTuber from 2017, guys. I'm a Minecraft YouTuber from 2014, guys. I love kids. Gotta respect the funny. But it's not that funny, I'm gonna be honest. This is not the most refined flavor of humor. I know what you're going for, but damn. Yuck. Don't you dare, don't you dare, don't you dare, don't you dare. There we go. You saw nothing. I mean, Baldi's Basics is not marketed as a kid's game. The developer has never expressed the intention for its player base to be exclusively or primarily children. I believe the government side lacks the burden of proof to explain how that in the status quo, Baldi's Basics is indeed a game for children. Furthermore, as opening rightly said, sorry guys, been spending a lot of time at debate society, the instincts are kicking in. If you've ever done British parliamentary debating, you already know. Really? I've already got 2 of those, mate. You know what, Baldy, come here, I got an apple for you. Get over here. Get in here! I thought he was going to arrest me for sprinting and teleport me back into the same room. Are British accents real, or do they pretend to speak like that? What do you think? Is your accent real, or do you pretend? I'm actually really curious what your country is now. Because being colonized by the British does not narrow it down, sadly. You mentioned Australian before, so you're either definitely an Australian or definitely not an Australian. The fact you were confused would indicate you're not Australian. So what does that leave? Indian? I know an Indian guy. He was in chat earlier. Probably, in terms of access to the internet and kind of like, you know, likelihood of being in this channel, India is probably one of the most likely. You know, you've got your Indians, you've got your... Of course, they're not the only one. I'm just thinking of India because it's like the biggest and kind of the hot topic right now. I believe both Pakistan and Bangladesh. The thing is, I did a project on this for my 2nd year history degree. I did a project of like basically ex-colony countries, but it's not quite that simple because the borders, the territories of those countries now, like they don't match exactly where was colonized. Under the British, obviously the lines were changed. I mean, 1946 got the partition, and that, you know, was in Doctor Who episode. So I actually know a bit about that. In addition, no, I think we didn't really cover the partition, but we did do a case study of India for my A-levels when I did the British Empire, but we didn't really go up to 1940s. It was more like late 19th century than the 20th. It is 7:23. I have to go. I haven't even used up all these items yet, though. We're having such an interesting discussion, but I have to go, guys. So, am I thinking Southeast Asia? Probably. I think it's less likely you're in an African country. No. Bad. How about no? African countries just less likely for obvious reasons. There he is. Hey, Baldy. How you doing? You know, I'm just gonna be so to this man to the next, week. Alright, you ready? Is your body ready? Kaboom! It's weird how it looks different now. I kind of want to spam these two to see how it looks. Where else has been colonized by the British? Canada! Canada, parts of Canada were colonized by the British. Parts were also colonized by the French. And apparently their regime was a bit more brutal. No, you don't. Nah, he did. This is so sad. The game wants me to win right now, but I'm not even trying. Hello. How you doing? Yeah. Okay, so first guess is India. Second is Bangladesh. Third is Pakistan. Fourth is Canada. And fifth is... I'm not going to list the African countries. Too many. There's somewhere else I'm thinking of. Maybe... Anyway. I could go on about this kind of thing for ages, but I gotta go. Time is ticking. Yeah, Five Nights at Freddy... Hard disagree. Five Nights at Freddy's 1 from 2014, not a kid's game. Five Nights at Freddy's, the franchise, as of, I don't know, just pick a random year, like 2021, abso-fucking-lutely it is a kid's franchise. And that has been made explicitly clear on multiple occasions. I have hard evidence for that one. The burden of proof... The counterfactual my opponent holds is simply unfeasible. Your Honor, may I approach the bench? They don't actually say that in British parliamentary, but it's so tempting to be like, Your Honor, may I approach the bench? Yeah. Artico is the base one. Artico is the only person here who is actually being mature and cool and wise in his opinion. So what if it's a kid's game? Fully grown people can enjoy games and content made specifically directed towards children, because there is still some value in that for them. And that's totally fine. It doesn't harm anybody. It's cool. Let people enjoy things. Yeah. Okay, well anyway. Oh, but I didn't think about the name. Gabe is not a very Asian name. Canada's my first choice now. Anyway, now that I've stopped guessing which country you're from, I'm very sorry. But I was kind of curious. Yeah, Matt's not actually British, he's a Penis Islander. Penis Island's actually a British colony, so checkmate. It's in the Commonwealth. It was in the Commonwealth before the Commonwealth, if you know what I mean. Okay, I'm going. This has been a bit of a weird random stream, playing a bit of Baldi's Basics, playing a bit of Buckshot Roulette, two of my favourite games right now, I guess. But primarily, answering these questions. Am I going to go back and add timestamps on this? Maybe, if I can be bothered. But thank you, everybody, for your questions. They don't have to stop. Just because I'm not doing another dedicated Q&A doesn't mean you have to stop asking me questions. I'm willing to take questions like this at any time. But if it's something that requires a bit of a spiel, it might not necessarily happen in the moment from a live chat. Chances are, that would derail the stream, so I'll, answer at another time. Which is what these are usually for, although that's not really how it works. But it's been fun. This might not be the last time I ever do a Q&A, but the tradition is ending here with all the other traditions last month. I want to evolve this channel a little bit, because we've reached 5 years now, and the way my life is looking, big changes are coming in the years to come, and I need to think about that, and I need to road plan. Like, there's a lot I could say, and there's no time to talk about it now. I've put myself in a corner here, so I won't talk about this now, but there are a lot of big changes down the road for me in my life, and inevitably that is going to affect the channel, and I need to figure out all of that. So I'm not going to commit to any more traditions. Maybe I'll do future Q&As, maybe not, but this has been really fun. Really interesting questions all around, like I said. So YouTube might auto-generate timestamps. They're usually not as good though, so maybe not. But thank you so much for watching. I don't know when I'm going to be streaming again. Genuinely, it has been such a week. And next week I have 3 deadlines. Well, no, actually the last one's on Monday, but I have a lot of big deadlines coming up, and I have a lot of work to do. I forgot to resume the music. So, no stress, no sweat. I have a few streams lined up, I think maybe next weekend. And because this is probably the only chance I'm going to have until, like, Friday at the earliest, I'm actually down for another Lethal Company session tonight. I haven't even looked at this week's challenge moon. I have no idea what it is. That's what I should have done. Because if it's good, I might want to record it. But I don't want to put everyone under pressure last minute to do that. So maybe we'll skip it. Because a lot of these moons, at their best, are just one of the existing ones with a condition. You could do that in a regular game. But yeah, Lethal Company, guys. Give me 1 hour. I'm going to be having dinner in 1 hour. And after that, yeah, hour and a half from now, I'll be down. Casual session on HN. If I want to formally, like, record it, like if it's a challenge moon, I'll let you all know. We'll move to the channel. Maybe I need, like, a game night session ping roll, you know? Maybe I need to create something for this, because we've done a few of these recently, which we normally don't, but Lethal Company, man, it's like I was saying earlier, it's like the halo of my time, like, oh my god, a social game that I am actually deeply invested in using frequently, never happens. Darkly, you've come in literally as I'm ending the stream. I'm actually running over. So I will end the stream on one final answer, the ultimate answer of all time to bring everything together. Do I like pineapples? Well, first of all, I want to say, stay hydrated.